Hello, everyone! Welcome to Board Game House.
That's spooky season!
It's Spoop Month. How's everyone doing? Hello, Kat. Hello, Rennie. Hello, Felix. Hello, RDL. Hello, G. Hello, Sunny. Hello, L. Welcome back for 26 months of being a sub, but you've been around longer than that.
Wow.
We love you. Hello, DK. Tonight, we are doing one of the Hunt to Killer boxes. We're doing Blair Witch. This is made in conjunction with Liongate Games.
What's wrong with you, Cup?
What do you mean?
It's not on the shelf.
I don't know how I got messed up.
I think the camera is tilted up a little bit. But if you tilt... There we go.
Fixed. But now we're missing most of the lights.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other. It's fine.
I'd rather have the lights than the cup.
I can fix the cup, too.
I was just tickling its butt.
Okay, that's too high. You forget, I am short! I am up as high as I can go!
No, you're not. Your chair is down.
No, it's not. If I go any higher, I can't be under the table. I am small.
But yeah, tonight we're playing Hunt to Killer, The Blair Witch. This is the first box of the first season.
We opened it up already to make sure that we didn't have to have anything, like, special. But we don't know what's actually in the thing.
There, jar's fixed.
Also, I'm sorry that we're starting late. It's my fault. But we had someone sick at the studio, so I had to go do the thing.
But yeah, for a few quick announcements. Schedule's going to be a little bit wonky, like we're still figuring it out. So hopefully we'll have a complete one posted here in the next couple of days by the end of the week. Wednesday we are playing...
I so very see you without your glasses that it throws me now. And it bothers me because we're married.
Well,
What are we playing Wednesday?
Wednesday we are playing Sovereignty Games.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are doing
That's why I didn't know.
our block party. We're doing our block party this Wednesday. We're playing some smaller games from a smaller publisher called Fight in a Box. We'll be joined by the creator, the publisher, and main person at Fight in the Box. I think he also does some stuff with Sovereignty. His name is Seppi. He's going to join us at the beginning of the stream to tell us a little bit about the games, talk a little bit about himself, and then going to teach us how to play the games. They're all very short games, so we'll be able to play lots of games with all of you lovely folks. And then Friday, we are playing...
Trail at the House on the Hill.
Trail, yes.
I talked about that tonight with a friend of mine. I was telling her that I still had to go home and stream and that it's Spoop Month. She was like, have you played The Haunting at the House on the Hill? And I was like, Betrayal at the House on the Hill? She's like, yes, it has a long name. And I always forget. I said, don't feel bad. Derek also calls it The Haunting on the House on the Hill. So
There's too many houses on hills that are haunted. Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh.
The one with Jeffrey Rush.
Yep. I love that movie.
This one,
That's
Betrayal.
a great movie.
I think there's one called Hill House Haunting. That's one of those trick or treat movies. There's too many houses on the hills that are haunted.
I think it is Haunting of the House on the Hill is literally the name of that
Haunting
one.
of the House on the Hill, sure.
Something like that.
And then
That's
Haunting
a
of
good
Hill
movie.
House is the incredible show on Netflix.
Sorry, don't live on hills.
Don't they have...
True.
Should they be having another season of that coming out sometime?
Yes and no. They did. The guy that directs all those movies did that movie with Raoul Coley, or did the show with Raoul Coley, which was incredible last October. It was fucking fantastic, and I don't know.
I can't think of the name of it
if
right
they're
now.
What they're doing next. I can find out.
Because they had Haunting House on the Hill, they had
Blythe Manor.
Haunting of Blythe Manor.
Oh, Blythe Manor was so...
I
Good.
still want backstories in some of those ghosts.
I mean, I do too. Midnight Mass, thank you.
Oh, so fucking good.
Also, hello, Unruly.
I want to learn the monologue from Blythe Manor. Bly Manor. B-L-Y, right? Not Blythe.
It's Blythe.
It's Bly.
Bly Manor.
The one about the
Excuse
like toward the
me?
end with the flowers, the moon flowers.
Rahul Kohli is the origin on Fortnite.
I love Raoul Coley.
Incredible. Fun fact for all of you.
Empire Hunt's back.
For all of you, books of courts books.
Courts of Thorn and Roses.
Yep.
Derek's reading Akamath.
When I picture Rysand, I picture Rahul Kohli.
I told him he was wrong.
Not wrong.
Okay. If you don't know anything about Derek at this point, you can never correct his headcanon.
Oh no, I know.
I know that Hulu's making it into show, and I have literally no desire to watch that freeform bullshit.
Derek is very, very, very worried that
Zero.
They're going to turn it into
No. Not worried.
garbage.
I know that that's what it's going to be.
But yeah.
Although I want to point out, for those of you who were there for me ripping into Derek about calling the books not literature, he's enjoying the crap out of it. So
The second one is much better than the first
I
one.
win.
The first one, when you're reading the second one, the first one seems awful.
I win.
All right. Are we ready to get into this? I don't feel like we necessarily need to switch over cameras right away until we know what we're doing.
Sure.
So,
Here, I feel like we might need that.
all right. Well, if I'm going to do this, then Derek, do you want to do this?
Do you want to take the notes?
Sure.
I get to do the things because this is my
I'm going to do
this was my baby.
but I'm gonna do
I was like, I
this.
want to do this.
And yet,
Did we tagged them and everything, right?
yes.
Okay, good. 'Cause they very much wanted us to. All right. Oh, did I?
You retaped
I
it.
taped it back.
So if
That
you
is
don't know what this is,
terrifying.
this is like a board game version of like one of those fucking murder mystery boxes. That's basically what this is. But in terms of Blair Witch and its connection to everything else, it takes place after the original movie, and it takes place in conjunction with the game that came out a couple of years ago, which I tried to play.
I
And
got
then-
too scared.
It's not that there was
the
nothing
one where
scary
you
that
couldn't-
happened.
You couldn't figure out what to do
Right,
next,
you're
wasn't
just
it?
walking around in a circle. Like I found an abandoned tent, and then it didn't tell me what to do after that. I was just walking around in a circle, and it just stopped.
So I will say, usually,
Also,
unless
I'm sorry. I was going to say this real quick. Spoilers, obviously.
spoilers.
Yes, this is not like Charterstone. There's only one way to do this.
So if you want to play along with us, you are welcome to play along with us.
It's very sticky.
But there will be spoilers.
I will say this too. Unless you buy these at conventions, which this is the first convention I had seen them at, this is usually a monthly subscription
Yes.
instead. But they have a bunch of different ones that you can do.
DK, have you never seen the Blair Witch Project? Because if not, we need to take a pause while I describe the Blair Witch Project. So the Blair Witch Project is a movie that came out in the late 90s. 97, I
I
think?
thought it was early 90s.
But basically, it was the first, like, found footage movie. Basically, you have a group of 3 people who are taking their cameras and their microphones and stuff into the woods. Like, they were trying to set up like a Zach Bagans type deal before that shit was cool.
But not as douchey.
Right. Kind of douchey. But so they go to Blair County. I think it's Blair County.
Wait,
But
don't press
basically,
Oh.
they go to this town where people are known to have disappeared and shit. And they try and take their big old camera rigs and stuff around and interview people and try and take it really seriously. And then they decide to go look for the Blair Witch, which is like an entity that haunts the woods around this town. And so they go to the woods and they're camping and they're hearing weird shit. Like, they're 3 skeptics. And they go into the woods and they start hearing some shit. And then they're like, nah, it's just the woods. We've never been in the woods before, whatever. They set up their tents the first night, and they hear some shit going on. And then when they wake up, all their shit's askew. And they're like, nah, just like wolves or coyotes or whatever. And then they get lost in the woods. Don't know where they're going. And then they spend the night again.
Scooch him over a little.
He's over as far as
And then they are in the tent again. And then
you've got equal.
they start finding shit. And then one guy goes missing. And then he's back, but his tongue is gone.
He doesn't come back.
And
Once
then
he goes missing, he's gone.
but like they
get
hear
his
him,
tongue.
but they hear him
Yes.
yelling in the woods, and like his tongue is like left in a little pouch right outside the tent. And then they find a bunch of these wooden dolls hanging from trees, and then they find like this witch's circle, and then they're super fucking scared because they lost their map. They don't know where the compass is. They're so fucking lost. They start giving up. Why are they still recording? Nobody knows. And then they find a house. Just an abandoned house in the woods, and they're like, what the fuck is this? And then there's like writing on the walls, and then one of the one guy that's left just fucking gives up and then just gets lost in the house. And then she, the main girl, is still recording again for some strange fucking reason. There's handprints on the wall, and then she takes the camera down in the basement, fully dark. She hears somebody laughing. She takes the camera and the flashlight over in the corner. Her friend is there standing in the corner, and then it just ends.
It's such a great movie.
It's great. If you haven't seen it, go fucking watch it, because even though I just told you what happened, you aren't ready for it.
Also, some of that was mildly incorrect, but it's not enough for me
So
to be
you
like...
still don't know.
Also, the movie's old enough to drink, so if you haven't seen it by now, that's on you.
Yeah. But I love it. It's
also-
one of my favorite horror movies.
They also made a sequel. Don't watch it.
All right, so we have our 10 items. We have our letter from Rosemary. We have a map. We have Liam's notebook. We have a
there's shit in
magazine.
here.
Yeah, a magazine spread. We have the newspaper article. His behavioral record.
Don't print the internet, folks.
We have the interview transcripts and the missing persons report. We have the pin that Stephen has that he got very excited about. And then the bracelet, which has a tooth and is, I thought was plastic, but if it's very heavy. It's heavy plastic. I kind of actually want to wear this because
I think
I
it's resin.
very much like it.
It's a tooth,
It's a tooth.
which also was in the little sack with the tongue.
So,
Okay.
What are the rules?
we...
There is no rules.
So, it says to complete this episode, check all documents and items for clues, decipher all coded messages, and then help Rosemary complete her objective. When you know the solution to Rosemary's objective, go to kentcase.com and log in using the password. Open Rosemary's tip line and type in the name of the building Liam was heading toward before he disappeared. So, hopefully we'll be able to get through 2 boxes tonight. That's our plan. Or has been our plan. There also is a hint and recap
There's only
solution.
5 boxes, though. Do we need to get through 2 of them?
I would like to get through 2 of them, if possible, without rushing.
Okay.
That way we don't have to have them on extra
Okay.
nights throughout the month. That is my personal want. So, we have a full-ass notebook that does have writing in
Is
it.
it all full, or?
No, it's not all full.
Just
It's
like the first
the
4
first couple
pages.
pages is, but it is
Is this-
Liam Kent. That's the map. So I'm going to read the letter first because we need to figure out what our goal is. So, all right. Hello. It's been weeks since I've felt any sliver of hope, and frankly, I was starting to lose my mind a little before I found you. 4 months ago, my 15-year-old son, Liam, went missing. I'm not going to tell you that I've got a sixth sense or a gut feeling or a mother's intuition. I don't buy into all of that, but I do believe he's out there and that he needs me. He needs us. Liam was always a sensitive kid, but he was devastated when his father passed away 4 years ago. He's been in a vulnerable place ever since. The sheriff told me that this sounds like a typical teenage runaway, but that can't be the case. I know Liam, and he cares too much about me and his younger brother Tristan to put us through this. He loves our dog Tank. He loves our home. It took the Burkittsville Sheriff's Office less than a month to write Liam off as a lost cause, and it took the rest of the town even less time to blame his disappearance on our ridiculous local superstition. Let me explain what I mean by that. This area is small and isolated, and the only thing that's ever made us worthy of any note is a long history of deaths and disappearances that stretch back to the 18th century town of Blair. So much genuine evil in the world, and people choose to believe in boogeymen.
Since the people around here have decided that they're interested in fables over facts, I have to rely on you to get the truth. I'm sending you a few documents from the official investigation into Liam's disappearance. Whatever help they may be, as well as a few things that may help you understand both Liam and this town a little better. I'm also sending everything I found laid out on Liam's desk the day he went missing. A magazine spread, his journal, and a pen that was placed inside of it. Additionally, I'll be passing on something that has made me fear the worst, despite myself. It's a bracelet that was given to Liam by his father. He never takes it off. We've got a vague idea of Liam's movement on the day he went missing, but his trail goes cold in the early afternoon. Even though a few people saw him wandering around town, none of them knew exactly where he was going. I need you to find out where my son was going on the day of his disappearance. Finding that place is our best shot at discovering evidence that nobody else has looked over yet. As soon as you've figured it out, contact me at kentcase.com. It's a personal site I set up to keep tabs on Liam's case. I'm not going to say the password. You should see a link to my tip line. Just type the name of the place Liam was headed there. I'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. Eagerly anticipating your findings, Rosemary Kent. Hi, Mitchie.
Is it I'm just right up front. Is it possible that do we have a date on any of this stuff?
I'm sure the police report will have a date on it.
Well, we have at 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday, Sheriff Wes Lanning addressed the township regarding this case of a local missing teenager.
There's the police report. That should have a date on it.
This is the incident report. When it just says Sunday, 8 a.m.
False. Is it possible that this is set in the early 90s and the kid was like, my dad's gone, I'm going to the big city?
I thought it was 99.
Blair Witch came out in 99.
I just looked it up. But
Does it take place in 94 and it took 5 years to get the stuff?
that might be it.
Yeah. Blair Witch
Yes.
came out in 1999.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so where do we want to start?
Here's a map.
We do have a map, so let's look at the map.
We can show that here.
Take this out here.
There is, it's all labeled.
It's all labeled.
A cat above a barber
A
shop.
cut above barbershop.
Here. Why is it like this? So we got a bunch of shops here. We got a cigarette shop. There's a baseball field. There's an old house, probably from the town of Blair, which is probably where we should start. There's a garage. Looks like a new church, but also an old church.
The academy
Oh, well.
that he goes to. His school.
Here,
A
I'm
diner.
gonna zoom in. Do you want to pull it down toward you, Megan?
A gas station. This house is unlabeled.
That might be his house.
There's a community college in this small town.
Is that what the 5 is? Okay, so this whole area is a community college. So this is his school. We are assuming that this is probably his house, as I don't think his house is labeled.
There's an apothecary, probably ought to go there. Oh, established 1750, definitely witches. Propriety neighborhood, good neighbor. What
Propriety Good Neighbor Library.
16, weird library. I'm looking at dates here. 1624. Church.
17 right here.
1622. Cemetery. Interesting. The barbershop's been there since 1845?
I guess it's a cemetery because it predates the church.
Yeah. The cemetery
Fun
was
fact,
built next to
the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard is whether or not a church is attached to it.
because buildings have yards.
Did you know that?
Interesting.
It's a weird fun fact that I know. A graveyard is attached to a church. A cemetery is not.
And you can even go back to Curse of Strahd.
All right. So
All right.
These crosswalks are pretty modern.
So
as a community college is developed in that like
can I see
95.
the letter?
Yes.
Yes, that is the difference.
The letter
between
is
the two.
clean. There's nothing else on the letter.
Well,
Oh,
she
wow,
said
you looked at it without anybody else?
She said, listen, he grabbed this thing as soon as I pulled it out.
So she sent us all this stuff, his mother?
Yes, his mother sent us everything. So I was trying to figure out whether or not the pen was in the magazine spread or his journal, but I think that we should start with, if we're going to look at this, it needs to be in his journal or the magazine spread.
Front page, creepy shit.
But do we want to go over the stuff from the sheriff's office first?
Yes.
All right, so we have the
And then
missing person.
We'll stop when he starts talking about evidence.
We have the missing person, and then we have an interview.
Is this the original missing person report?
No, this right here is his incident report from his school.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. What's that?
And then this is a newspaper article.
That was on his desk. So this would be with the
Got it. Okay.
with this and that.
Yeah.
And
So, see, Burkittsville Sheriff's Office. At 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday, Sheriff Wes Lanning addressed the township regarding the case of a missing local teenager. The full transcript is provided below. All right, so Sheriff Lanning. Good afternoon, everybody. As you all know, a 15-year-old boy named Liam Kent was reported missing by his mother 3 days ago. At this time, we are unable to confirm his last known whereabouts, but we have no reason to assume a crime has been committed. Press. This is Audrey Bird with the Burkittsville Town Bugle.
Name's Aubrey.
Aubrey, sorry. Sheriff Lanning, what do you say to the rumors that, crosstalk please, if there is time, I will take questions at the end of my statement. Search parties to locate Liam Kent have been mobilized, and we have already recovered one of the boy's personal effects, which was found by a civilian on the northern sidewalk of Main Street. Yeah.
So there's a lot of area.
Yeah, we're taking that as a very positive sign. If you have any information that would be of interest to our investigation, please come forward. I must urge you, however, not to use this opportunity to contribute to the spread of dangerous rumors and hearsay. I will now take questions. Miss Bird. Some people are wondering if the case is being considered in relation to many of the previous disappearances that have historically been attributed to crosstalk. You're correct in pointing out that Burkittsville as a community has endured its fair share of incidents like this, and so I say, with full knowledge of what many of you must be thinking, even if you have the good sense not to say it out loud, it is of the utmost importance that we keep ourselves calm, collected, and above all else, logical. I will not entertain any suggestions involving outdated superstitions, especially not when the case in front of us appears to be perfectly cut and dry already. Do not contact my office to provide details that might distract from the matter at hand. If we are able to keep our heads level, I'm confident that we will be able to locate Liam Kent and return him home. Thank you. Press. Sheriff, if I may, the former Sheriff Lanning, that is to say, your uncle, apologies.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure how to phrase this. The former Sheriff Lanning led several high-profile searches in the 90s. How similar do you think that this search for Liam Kent will be to that investigation, considering that... Crosstalk. Thank you, that's all the time I have. Please address my office with any further questions.
What a dick. Will you spray that light here on this smudge?
nothing.
So, it's safe to say that we know that the former Sheriff Lanning, his uncle...
Believed in the rumors.
Believed in the rumors and might have worked on the...
Actual Blair Witch
case.
So, okay, here's where I'm at. Are we certain... What was this boy's relationship like with his mother?
It seems from the letter it
loving.
was decent.
Yeah.
But
Is this a Will Byers situation? His gay love wasn't reciprocated, and so he went somewhere else? Here's something else. Did the young man have a presence on Twitter or Instagram? Is that stuff that we have?
That I don't know.
we have not gotten there yet.
No, but we do have witness interviews
Oh, okay, cool.
next. So, all interviews conducted and transcribed from audio by Sheriff Wes Lanning, Burkittsville Sheriff's Office. Okay,
The
so we
sheriff
have...
did this?
Seems, yes.
Oh, what an
So our
asshole.
first interview is Rosemary.
Which is
His mother.
His mother, okay.
Okay. Rosemary, I can't believe this is happening. I'm sorry. I know that I said I was ready, but how could anyone ever be ready to do something like this? Lanning. We can try this again later if you like, Mrs. Kent. Rosemary. No, it's fine. I'm fine. Let's just get this over with. I went to work early before Liam or Tristan woke up.
He has a brother. This is new information.
No,
It's not
it
new
was in the
information,
letter.
it's in the letter.
They also have a dog named Tank.
Tank.
I knew about Tank.
Shelley called called me real early, said she was sick, and asked if I could cover her morning shift.
Is
That's
Tristan
Shelley
older
Frost.
or younger?
Younger.
It just says
Okay.
he said his younger brother.
Younger brother up there.
Okay, well, obviously I wasn't listening to the letter.
Obviously. Lanning, thank you. Rosemary, everyone at the Silver Moon is really good at that. I get the feeling they
Silver
all
Moon
call,
is the diner.
They all call me before anyone else, ever since HUD. But I remember I woke up, left a note, and went to work.
Who is HUD? Oh, her husband. Got it. Dead.
What was on the note? Just telling the boys that I went to work when I'd be back to heat up some leftovers for dinner. I always put it on a sticky note right in the middle of the television. That way I know they'll see it. Smart. My mother did not learn that. Tell me what happened next. I saw Liam in the afternoon. I don't remember exactly when. It was during the lunch rush, which is usually between 12:30 and 2. I asked him where Tristan was, and he said at home. Hank, our line cook, told me I was being paranoid that Tristan was getting old enough to be on his own. Hank's kind of old-fashioned, a rub some dirt in it kind of guy. Either way, he made up 2 sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly for Tristan and tuna for Liam. Liam took
Just
them
tuna?
home for Tristan for lunch, or I guess I thought he did. When I got home a little after 9, he wasn't there. All Tristan had eaten all day was a bowl of cereal and an orange.
Okay, so when the boy left, he had 2 sandwiches.
Yes. I looked everywhere for Liam, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I looked
What?
everywhere
First
in the
note,
house.
2
sandwiches.
1 PB&J, 1 tuna.
I looked it's tuna! It's fish! Looked everywhere in the house, all over town, and then I had to call you. I couldn't think of what else to do. Do you happen to remember what Liam was wearing when you saw him at the Silver Moon? Let me think. He was in a black shirt for sure. Most of his clothes are black. And a large denim jacket and a beanie. I remember that he was carrying his backpack, which was a little strange because it wasn't a school day. I still can't really believe any of this is happening. I feel numb all over. You'll find him, won't you, Wes? I'll do everything in my power to, Rosemary.
Before we go on,
Okay.
so we have a couple of pieces of information already that we can kind of use the map if we want to either mark things on it or whatever the case may be.
Uh-huh.
So she works at the diner.
At the diner.
Okay, and pieces of his stuff was found on the north side.
Yeah, on
And
the
then
sidewalk.
There's just, yeah.
But so we know that he was here.
She saw him across the street, though.
Well, no, he came.
He came into the
He
Silver
came into
Moon.
the Silver Moon.
Oh, okay.
He came into the Silver Moon between 12:30 and 2.
Yes.
12:30 and 2.
And then he was not home. He was considered
never-
missing by 9.
He never went back home because his brother never got his sandwich.
Right.
So unless he's a complete asshole of a brother and ate both sandwiches himself,
Okay, what if he collected the sandwiches to leave?
I mean,
Don't
that.
assume he's an asshole.
No, I'm just saying. Unless I was not assuming. I was saying that unless
You
he,
said-
Unless he was an asshole.
Okay.
That's different than assuming he was an
Alright.
asshole.
just
I don't think that he ever had this. I think this was given to us.
No, this was
For
on his
purposes.
desk.
This specific one was on his desk?
Yes. Somehow, his notebook,
I know his notebook.
the bracelet, this clipping was all on his desk. There, I don't see anything on it, but
No. No, the only things that were on the desk were
Yeah,
a
there's
magazine
nothing on
spread, his journal, and a pen that was placed inside of it.
So this, he never had.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that the pen goes with Untold Magazines because it has Untold Magazines on it.
Yeah, but what if he got it with the magazine and
And
used
used
it
it.
otherwise?
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, we'll check everything.
Yeah, Oblivion kicks this map into the river. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
So, at between 12:30 and 2,
Two.
we know that he was at 19.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we know he went missing between 2 and 9.
Yes.
So-
Well, between 12:30 and 9 because we don't know exactly when he was there.
Sure.
But next person.
It's a
Okay.
7-hour time frame.
So the next person is Tristan.
The younger brother,
Yes.
who is
It doesn't say.
fuck.
Just that he's a minor. All right, Sheriff. Okay, Tristan, just take your time and tell me everything you remember about the last day you saw your brother. Tell me about the whole day, even if you think something may not be important. You never know what can be useful. Tristan. Yesterday, Liam got up later than he normally does. I'm usually up before him, and Mom tells me I always have to be quiet because Liam's sleeping. So I usually take Tank, that's our dog, and play outside. But yesterday, Mom had to go to work early. She left us a note like she always does when she leaves. So, what is it, Tristan? So, I did something, but I know I'm going to get in trouble for it. Rosemary.
What kind of dog is the dog? Do we know that?
Because his name is Tank, I like to think that it's a bulldog.
I was thinking more of like
I was thinking like a mastiff. Like a bull mastiff.
Oh, I was thinking more like some type of pig.
Well. All right. Moving on. Rosemary, there's
I'm
nothing...
going to make a note of that so that when we find out what the dog is, we can see who was right.
Okay. Rosemary, there's nothing you can get in trouble for, sweetheart. Just tell Sheriff Lanning everything you know.
The mom is in the interview?
Yes, because he's a minor. It's not gonna be...
That's not reliable information. He's getting coached.
Tristan, all right. Well, since nobody was there, I was watching a super neutral marathon of TV.
What is super neutral?
Like supernatural.
I'm assuming it's supernatural.
Yeah.
Rosemary, oh Jesus. Tristan, that's okay, honey. Tristan, my mom says it's a scary show because it's about ghosts and monsters.
Yeah,
I'm not supposed to watch it, but I think the guys that host it are funny.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
not
no,
super.
okay.
It's like Zach Bagans.
Yeah. I watched it really quiet so I wouldn't wake Liam up. After an episode was over, I asked Liam if he wanted to do something, and he was like, no way, skunk. That's what he calls me sometimes, a skunk.
Skunk.
He thinks I don't like it, which is why he does it, but I do like it.
Cool.
I love Tristan already. Sheriff, what happened next, Tristan? Tristan, so he said, no way, skunk, and said he was going to do some stuff. He likes to be alone a lot, but I knew he was going to bring back lunch, which is what he usually does when he goes on long walks like that. So I watched some more Super Neutral and waited for him to come back. But he didn't come home after that. I had an orange for lunch. Where do you think he went?
So the mother already lied. She said the only thing he had to eat that day was cereal.
And
Cereal
an orange.
and an orange.
She said that in the interview?
Yes!
Unreliable witnesses.
No.
You're an unreliable detective.
All right. So that's not really any more information than we already had.
Well, is that the end of the interview?
Yeah. All right, so we have Father Calvin Hobart from the
Padre.
Saint Diamus Church, which is over here.
Here.
Go ahead, Father. Yes, I do remember seeing Liam on that day. I was out back behind the church tending to the cemetery, which I typically do every Saturday around 3:30. There we go. He was
3:30.
seen at 3:30. Sometimes some of the kids from the high school hang out back there. They always leave cigarette butts and beer bottles, which obviously I'm not happy about. But I'd rather them be hooligans in the cemetery than go out and drive somewhere and potentially hurt themselves or someone else. Yeah, good guy, Father. Sheriff, go on. Father. So I saw Liam while I was cleaning up all that trash. He left some of his own, the crust of a peanut butter sandwich.
Ate it immediately.
Very wasteful. Regardless, Liam was out past the graveyard, standing just on the edge of the woods and looking in. I don't know how long he was out there before I saw him, but he stood like that for a moment before seeming to lose interest, and then he moved along and walked away, down Main Street. But the whole time he was looking over his shoulder. Not at me, mind you, but at the forest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he was seen somewhere back here eating the sandwich and then continued down that way.
Well, he was eating the PB&J, not the
tuna.
He was saving the tuna for his trip. So, okay. Did it say that he was walking down Main Street or he was walking behind Main Street?
That
Because he is walking down Main Street.
is a good question. Regardless of the place of graveyard, he walked away down Main Street,
he was
but the
on
whole
the street.
time was looking over his shoulder, not at me, but at the
So he was looking back at the woods.
yeah.
Sure.
All right, the next one we have is Harriet Gillard. So tell me exactly what you saw, Miss Gillard, in chronological order, please. Gillard, thank you for seeing me, Sheriff. Yes, I first saw Liam when I came into the Silver Moon.
Where's the Silver Moon?
The diner.
Diner.
Okay.
Sheriff, the Silver Moon is allowing you back in now. I'm not going to have to come back down there for another complaint, am I? Gillard, that thing with the mustard was just a misunderstanding. I want to know about the thing with the mustard now. Anyway, I saw Liam. He came inside, looked perturbed. Hank made him a couple sandwiches after he talked to his mother, and then the kid left. Sheriff, did Liam say anything to you when you saw him? Gillard, we had a little conversation. He started, hello, Miss Gillard, and finished it off with, goodbye, Miss Gillard.
Sure.
Sure. Sheriff, what did you two talk about? Gillard, nothing really, and not for very long. I asked him how his day was going. He said not well, but that hopefully it would be better after he finished his research. I asked what kind of teacher assigned him homework over a beautiful weekend like this one, and he just said goodbye and walked away. He seemed a little high-strung. He kept fiddling with his bracelet so much I worried he'd tear it clean off his wrist.
It's just one killer, actually.
Hi, AJ! Hi, SoCal!
He was playing with this.
How do you know that?
She just
Literally
said that.
just said it.
Oh, I was reading chat.
He seemed a little high-strung. He kept fiddling with his bracelet.
Okay, so he had it.
He had it when he was at the Silver Moon.
Okay.
So is this the article that was found on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Well, we don't know that.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what it-
Yes, we
yeah,
do.
she said that.
said that.
Why isn't it
Well,
evidence? Because the case
Actually,
was closed.
it said it over here.
Yeah.
That it was found. And then she sent it to us.
Well, but I don't.
We have already recovered one of the boy's personal effects, which was found by a civilian in the northern sidewalk of Main Street.
But it doesn't say what the personal effect was. It could be his beanie.
Why don't we have the beanie?
But that's what I'm saying is, if this was the thing that was found, it would be in evidence. Still.
No, they closed the case. She said that in the letter.
Well, if that wasn't what was found, how is it in our possession?
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point. Semantics could be that this has something. This
I
has
think you're reading way too much into that, but that's just me. Hi, friend! Alright, Harriet, is that all? No. Actually, I saw him again a few hours later, just for a second. I was buying some stamps around 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, well, I'm
confirming
saying,
the bracelet
I'm
stuff.
saying things out loud because you
Harriet
haven't been
Gillard,
listening.
4 o'clock.
She was buying some stamps around 4, and I saw him walking on the other side of the street.
At the post office?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing it's where you.
Convenience store.
Check for the post office.
Pharmacy.
Post office 7, right here.
7.
And
Post
he was
office.
walking on the other side of the street, so he was.
He was still walking.
So, 3:15ish. He was here. He was walking this way.
30.
3:30. So he was walking up this way around 4ish.
Okay, so he was looking here. It took him half an hour to look at the woods.
Well, as he continued to walk.
Hey, excuse me. He looked a bit grim, if you ask me, hunched over. I must have assumed he was walking home, but I suppose that wasn't the case after all, was it? Then when I finished up and walked across the street to my car, I noticed something on the ground. It was the same bracelet I'd seen Liam wearing earlier.
So that's.
It must have fallen off when I saw him walking. Did you take the bracelet or did you leave it there? That's the sheriff, sorry. Gillard. I took it. I meant to give it back to his mother the next time I saw her. It's right here. Thank you for your cooperation, Miss Gillard. So, we received the bracelet from Miss Gillard, who found it when she was walking to her car across the street from the post office.
I marked it here.
It makes no sense. He never took it off, and he was fiddling with it. You figure he would realize it was gone. I don't trust Miss Gillard.
Oh, clearly, and you are also very, very much the don't break my headcanon type of person.
Just telling you.
We need itty-bitty orange evidence markers for the map. Oh, we need to also move the map down. Wait, what game do we have that has is it... Oh, it's,
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel. We can put the Whitechapel things on it.
Do you have little post-it
Actually, no,
arrows?
yeah, that's what I think.
Little post-it arrows? Okay, that'll work too.
I'll label the notes. I'm going to mark Padre at the cemetery as A, and then Gillard's bracelet as B. If you have rolled in after the fact, we are doing the first session of Hunt a Killer Blair Witch. If Hunt a Killer Blair Witch is on your list of to-dos, probably don't watch this because there's only one way to do this, and you're going to get spoiled. But if you're looking to do one of the other Hunt a Killer things, this will give you a very good idea about what to expect. Megan, that's evidence.
There's the bracelet. I like it! I'm absolutely gonna wear this.
A boy is dead.
I'm wearing the evidence.
His little brother ate him.
His little brother ate him?
Yeah, that's what G thinks. Or DK thinks.
There's the tooth bracelet. Hey, will you get in my bag? I have a white chocolate bar in there that I would like to eat.
Stand out among the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud.
We got 2 more interviews.
Mine is the only face you'll see. Gonna stand out. Do you notice me?
Alright. We're waiting for Steven to get back with post-it notes. Derek was upset because he didn't make it to Kroger to get our board that we could pin things on and put strings between. He was very excited about that.
Looks like we were all wrong about the dog.
Did you find stuff?
Found lots of different size Post-its.
But none of the arrows?
I mean, we have these.
Alright,
That
so...
one's probably here. That's probably funky. Use one of the next ones. And if you want, here's markers to label
Actually,
things.
do we have scissors so I can cut these down so it's not like
Yeah. We grab them.
quite as big?
We're going to label the X as A.
The X is...
Just scissors.
Scissors! Unless you found the X-Acto knife already.
I mean, I have both, but...
Okay, the scissors. I just don't need that much sticky. Alright, so we have this. Evidence A.
And then the bracelet is marked as B for both bracelet and the second thing that we found.
Excellent.
If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
And then evidence B, at least in this general vicinity.
Yes. And do we,
Across from the post office.
That's why I said at least this general vicinity.
and we have the times written down for each one of those events?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so I said you were in the other room, but we have 2 more interviews.
Okay.
So now we have Clementine Lidwell. This was at the library. The other 2, all the other interviews have taken place at the sheriff's office, which is somewhere. I don't think it really
Yeah, it doesn't
matters.
matter.
8, right here.
Okay, where's the library at?
The library is the weird-shaped building. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Mrs. Lidwell, just tell me everything you remember about seeing Liam on that Saturday. There's no such thing as an unimportant detail. Lidwell, yes, sir. We were actually quite crowded that day, but I still remember seeing him because I made him finish his tuna sandwich before he came inside.
What the fuck?
All right. So he ate both sandwiches.
Jesus.
Fish in a library. Can you imagine? And of course, because of the altercation he got into, Liam came into the library like he often does. Very quiet. Never needs
Never needs help.
Okay, well, I thought that this was a continuation of the sentence, but it's not. And of course, because of the altercation he got into. Something about a sandwich, I guess. Liam came into the library like he often does, very quiet, never needs help, even in finding the most obscure reference material. It was right after story hour ended, so it must have been around 4 o'clock.
Library at 4.
Which is around where the bracelet was. Liam read for a little while on his own, then another boy came in. I'm not sure of his name. One of the kids who only ever comes in to find books for their summer reading, you know? But always a month too late. No, I don't have any more copies of the Scarlet Letter. Every other kid in town already has a copy out or on hold. Lidwell, it's been a while since you have done a book report, Mrs. Lidwell. Of course. Anyway, Liam and this boy, they had an altercation, and Liam left. Tell me about this altercation. I couldn't hear their words exactly, but I think that Liam instigated it. The other boy looked like he was asking Liam something benign. Liam snapped back at him, which caused the other boy to raise his voice. I think he called Liam a freak or something like that. Within seconds, their fight escalated to shouting, and Liam threw his book at the other boy. It was a compilation of topographical surveys of the area.
Ooh, hold on. Do we know what the other boy's name was?
No.
No.
Which is quite bulky. I also don't like that she just assumed that because this kid said something, it wasn't something that deserved being snapped back at.
What was the book?
It was a compilation of
Topographic maps.
Topography.
topographical surveys of the area.
Okay.
Did you know that every major survey of this area has yielded vastly different results from one another? No two people can quite agree on an accurate map, although there are certainly those that experts consider to be closer to reality than others. It's quite a fascinating little mystery.
Which is probably why those 3 people got lost in the Blair Witch Project, because the topography is changing.
Oh yeah,
Because
absolutely.
Because of witches.
Very interesting, Mrs. Lidwell, but not relevant to this investigation. Lidwell, of course. Right after that, I reprimanded them both. We did what we usually do when children misbehave in the library, had them leave for the rest of the day. Cool their jets, and come back tomorrow. The other boy refused at first, probably out of stubbornness, you know how kids are. Liam, though, left peacefully. He was so angry seconds earlier, but he was suddenly so calm. I don't know where he went, but I think I remember him turning left and walking down the street that way.
Where he lost the bracelet.
Where he lost the bracelet. All right, you've been very helpful. Thank you for your time. Sheriff, I know that it's a little uncouth, but I simply have to ask. Everyone in my book club will be furious with me if I don't. Have you been looking in the forest? With everything that's happened in the past, do you think that something unnatural may have happened to the boy? Sheriff, to answer the first part of your question, we are mounting search parties of the immediate area, as is typical for investigation of this sort. I won't entertain the second part. Lidwell, with all due respect, almost everyone who lives around here has had something happen to them in the forest that there's no earthly explanation for. Once I was walking around the very edge of the forest, and I could swear I saw a tall figure watching me. I got so scared that I tripped and fell down a hill. It nearly broke my neck and killed me. Have a good day now, Miss Lidwell.
Sure. I would like the next episode of True Detective to be in Burkittsville.
The History Museum?
Right now, that's because we've accounted for all this movement. So far,
Well, there's one more account
I
to
know.
be heard.
but that's where I'm leaning. But
Well, there's one more account to be heard.
Well, down that way, we'll get there. We have the History Museum, the apothecary, an antique store, the barber shop, and a bakery.
I cannot believe that young man ate 2 sandwiches in less than 20 minutes.
you were a teenage boy once. You didn't eat that much?
Not 2 completely different sandwiches in 20 minutes.
What if they're the same sandwich?
Maybe. But not a PB&J and then immediately a tuna sandwich.
Well, it sounds like you're pretty wasteful with PB&J.
Gee, I could eat 2 sandwiches before you knew we had sandwiches.
So, but what I'm saying is it possible? And this is just like a hypothetical. Is it possible that the Padre mistook the sandwich he was eating?
Well, no, because he found the remains of the sandwich, which is why he knew it was a peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, he found the crust of the peanut butter jelly. In
Yeah,
the
but couldn't
cemetery.
he have taken the crust off of a tuna sandwich?
Yeah, but it's very different between a... He wouldn't know.
Unless there
The
was still
father
peanut butter and
wouldn't
jelly.
know what kind of sandwiches he had. Unless there was evidence of peanut butter on it.
Yeah, see, AJ knows what's up. You can't just go from PB&J to tuna, especially like dry tuna.
You don't know there's dry.
The chef, his mother, who saw the chef making the food, said tuna.
Yeah, but usually if you have a tuna fish sandwich, it has mayonnaise mixed into it.
I know, that's what I'm hoping for, but there's no evidence of that.
Do you know what tuna is?
It's fish!
I do think you could go tuna PB&J. I think PB&J tuna is fucked up.
I'm going to continue reading. Anthony Rapino.
Okay.
This is at the History Museum.
Fuck you. Don't jump ahead.
Rapino, I know that you were a family friend of the Kents. Sheriff, Mr. Rapino, I know that you're a family friend of the Kents. Rapino. Yes, I've known Liam and Tristram their whole lives, and their parents as well. I grew up with Rosemary and Hud. I was the best man at their wedding. Sheriff, did you happen to see Liam at all that day? Rapino. Yes, very briefly. He passed by the front door right before I ate lunch, meaning that it would be a bit before 1.
Oh.
He waved to me but didn't stop to talk. I assumed he was headed toward the Silver Moon. All right, so now we have a little bit. It was probably 1:30.
Well, a bit before 1.
So
1:15.
So we're looking at the early side of 12:30 to 2 when
Yeah.
he picked up the sandwiches.
You didn't see him anywhere else around town. Rapino, I'm scheduled at the History Museum through pretty much the entire weekend since those are peak attendance days. Although, of course, peak is relative. Sheriff, he didn't enter your building on the day in question at all? Rapino, he didn't. Sheriff, how can you be sure? Rapino, Sheriff, it's the Burkittsville History Museum. It's not exactly the most popping place. Most of the time I'm in there alone all day, surrounded by yellowing books and clothing that belong to someone's long dead relatives. Although I haven't felt quite so alone in these past few weeks.
Oh.
Even when nobody comes in all day, I sometimes feel like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I feel like there's a presence somewhere, lurking right around the corner or underneath the floorboards. Sometimes I hear things like murmuring that I can't really make out.
A dalliance with the devil, perhaps?
Sheriff, did you hear any of these things on the day of Liam's disappearance? Rapino, well, no. Mr. Rapino, the first 72 hours are critical in a situation like this. I'm not about to spend any of them checking the History Museum's creaky floorboards for you. Thank you for your time.
Terrible sheriff.
Alright, so that really didn't give us a whole lot of information except that he walked up this way and then this way to get
Okay,
And then back that way.
to the Silver Moon and then back that way.
but he didn't see him walk back.
This is true.
He didn't see him walk back.
Okay, just tossing this out here right now. Is it possible that Liam has been hanging out in the basement of the History Museum doing his extracurriculars?
Maybe. Alright, I'm going to read this next.
Do you want to read the incident reports?
I'm going to read this next. Because I think it's going to be important as to why he's so obsessed. Burkittsville loses a friend, local killed in forest accident.
Oh, he's dead?
Hudson William Kent, a carpenter and family man favorably known as HUD, died after an accidental tree fall Thursday. Yes.
It's the same person who's asking the questions.
The questions, yes.
Well, there can't be that many people
This is
writing
the
for the
town
Burkittsville Bugle.
Kent was cutting timber in the Black Hills forest with his 11-year-old son, Liam, when a tree began to fall at an unexpected angle, according to Rosemary Kent, his wife. Kent fell into the path of the collapsing tree as he pushed his son out of harm's way, according to Sheriff Lanning, who took Liam Kent's statement on the scene. This incident was as tragic as it was gruesome, Lanning said in a statement. We are heartbroken for the news of HUD's sudden and untimely passing has shaken us to our very foundation. Our love goes out to his wife and their young children, Liam and Tristan. Following in his father's footsteps, Kent became a logger and carpenter soon after graduating South Woodland Academy at the age of 18.
Oh.
Kent's craftsmanship can be admired in nearly every home and municipal structure in town. Kent was known among those close to him as a skilled craftsman with a razor-sharp wit and abiding love for his family. He loved making me little pendants and bracelets and writing me notes just reminding me how much he cared, Rosemary Kent said in an interview. He'd been doing that ever since I asked him out in junior year of high school. A funeral service is scheduled for 1 p.m. on Sunday at St. Dimas Church on Main Street. Father Calvin Hobart will officiate. Flowers, donations, and condolences may be offered to Kent family at the Silver Moon Diner during a reception to be followed immediately after the service. No viewing has been scheduled. You've been crushed by a tree. I would imagine there would be no viewing.
There's actually an ad for the restaurant on the back of it.
Oh, is there? Huh.
Oh, shit.
That burger kind of looks good.
Yeah, dude. Look how crisp those onion rings are. The damn fine coffee. Shout out for Twin Peaks.
Yep, that's a Twin Peaks reference.
Twin Peaks shout out.
I love that.
Serving every delight morning and night. Could be a brothel. Crispy onion rings, happy ending in the back. What else does it say here? If you're looking to eat well without eating up your budget, come on over to the Silver Moon. What do you think? Like $3 for this?
No, more than that. Well, in the 90s?
That's
No,
a diner.
this is regular. This is after. This is
We
modern.
don't know when, though.
But they said in the 90s, so it's at least post 2001.
No, then that's probably 5 to 7.
I'd say
bucks.
5 to 7, yeah.
But I mean, you're trying not to eat up your budget. You can go to McDonald's for $5 to $7.
But not get a burger that looks like that.
Yeah. All right. So we also have the incident report. So earlier today, Liam entered into a physical altercation with another student in his grade in the hallway outside of my office. This incident occurred during the interval between second and third periods at approximately 11:10 a.m. While I did not witness the beginning of this altercation, I did witness the aftermath of a punch Liam threw, which knocked his classmate to the ground. After I broke up the fight and asked the teacher to escort the other student to the nurse's office, I took Liam into my own office to discuss what had just occurred. To quote Liam, "I don't know why I hit him. He was just standing there looking at his phone and he started laughing at something. But before I even knew what I was doing, my arm moved on its own. I pushed him, then he pushed me back, so I hit him and he fell."
Okay. I would like to point out a timeline thing here. They're 11 years old, 12 years old, something.
Well, this doesn't say this is probably a recent.
This is a previous incident.
Right. So between 12 and 15, they have a cell phone at school. So I'm thinking like 2015, 2016.
Maybe. He looked like such an idiot with his blood coming out of his nose. Then you came in and stopped me from whatever I was going to do next, and now we're here.
Okay.
Additional comments. Per Liam's behavioral records, he has been actively alienating himself from children his age whom he used to consider friends since his father died, and he has not made much of an effort to foster new friendships. Liam prefers to spend his free time alone, staring off in the direction of the tree line or drawing.
Sure.
Liam, while quite a talented artist, has been fixated on his father's death in his personal drawings. The few pieces of his art I have observed have contained various versions of the same scenario. An unidentified person, who I can only assume to be Hudson, underneath a large tree. When Liam is present at school, he displays a markedly maladjusted attitude. On the occasion he does turn his work in, it is sloppy and half-completed, often devolving into doodles and drawings. Liam struggles socially, limiting his interactions with other students to the bare minimum of what is required for group activities. Even when he does engage, he struggles to interact on both micro and macro levels, whether it be the completion of a large-scale task or simply listening to instructions. On the rare occasions I have been able to get Liam to open up, he has confessed a bit more about his personal coping strategies, namely that being around Hudson's work makes him feel close to his father. He tells me he often spends his time outside of school in a building originally built in the 1920s, which his father renovated shortly before his death, and although he will not disclose the specific location of this place. Do we want to...
The 20, so...
Yeah, do we want to see when this was at Burkittsville History Museum established 1921?
Yeah, dude, okay.
However, I feel as though this closeness has done little to improve Liam's mental state. Of all his problematic behaviors have significantly increased in frequency and severity in recent weeks. Liam's actions have become increasingly worrisome, both inside and outside of social contexts. While this is the first time that Liam has acted violently toward another student, his lack of apparent guilt makes me worry it will not be the last. I will be increasing the frequency of my and Liam's one-on-one meetings from bi-monthly to weekly. I will also be in more frequent communication with Liam's mother regarding her son's progress.
Okay, pause. Is this a teacher that's writing this?
Yes.
No, it's a counselor.
Well, it's a counselor.
It's Liam and Mai.
Whatever. Additionally, I have provided Liam with a journal and asked him to try and write out his feelings in a concrete way rather than revisit the moment of his father's death. I suggest that he try to frame these entries as letters to Hudson himself, although Liam reacted to the statement with extreme negativity. I'll be filing copies of this in all future reports with the principal's office in order to best monitor the situation.
Okay, so 1920s, we know we're talking from here down. So
Right.
let's just look at these buildings.
That's what I wanted to do.
And just see which ones fit in 1920. So 12?
1980?
Nope. 6.
1921.
So 6, yes.
The bakery is the 20s as well.
23. Hang on, we're going in order.
Oh, sorry.
23 is 1750.
Nope.
1945.
Nope. 1.
1845.
Nope.
1925.
So
one of these two.
either 6 or 18.
Yes.
Those are our two options.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just
That
out of
he's been
curiosity-
hanging out in anyway. 1951.
And number 10.
1954.
Okay. So just because they mentioned the 1920s, to me I feel like that's a clue.
It's definitely a clue. So it's definitely one of these two. I do tend to lean this way because of what the guy said.
Yes.
About hearing things.
Do we want to do this first? Or we want to do his
We'll do the journal.
journal? There's a quote in here from that.
Yeah, there's several quotes in here from him.
How many? Is that just one page or how many?
But it's not a lot of writing. There's more pictures on it than. If anybody, this looks very familiar. If you've seen the movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally from the film.
Oh, I don't know if it's from the film or they've just put a
If they
thing
put a
over
film
it,
over
but
it.
this
Mhm.
looks like the Crete.
All right, so I got his journal here. It does look like he was following the rules. First entry. Yesterday, Miss Tan gave me this notebook and said I should use it to write to Dad. And then she sat there with a stupid, calm look on her face while I screamed at her about how dumb of an idea that was. I wish I hadn't done that. It wasn't right, and it wouldn't have made him proud. Solid. Squiggly line. Next entry. Dad, you were always so... It looks like a G, but then just devolves into squiggles and then arrows.
Where did the bracelet go?
The cat took it.
Can you imagine if it just like disappeared?
Creepy.
Yes.
But yeah, there's like arrows, like bow and arrows,
We can show it after he's finished reading it.
and a sad face. There's no line. It sort of just continues to this next paragraph. I'm really lonely without you, and I know how hard Mom is trying, and I know she misses you too. Last night, Tristan couldn't remember that thing he used to say to us all the time, and he started crying. I pulled him out of it, though. Helped him remember by making it a puzzle, just like how you would have. I think Tristan was too young to hold on to all the code stuff you taught us, but I remember. Would be good for passing notes in class if I had anyone to pass notes to. Next page, new entry. Dad, you used to tell me the coolest stories about the woods. Mom used to make fun of you for believing in all that stuff. I don't know if you actually believed it, though. I think you just knew how fun it was. Time passes more easily out here, not slow and boring and lonely like at home or in school. So he's kind of writing these in the woods. What are you marking that at?
Just 19. I'm putting the date.
21, I think that one is.
Continue. I'm listening.
Squiggly line, new entry. Dad, Mom just sent me to my room. How old does she think I am? She doesn't treat Tristan, underline Tristan, like this, and he's not even 10 yet. Good to know. She said I upset Tristan, and then we all started fighting again. I don't know why I get like this. It's like everything annoys me. I don't know. New page, new entry. Dad, the new kid didn't know anything about Burkittsville, so I took him by the forest and told him all about what happened. I showed him where the tree was and everything. For a second, I felt like I was going to throw up or cry or something, but then I saw how freaked out he was, and it all suddenly seemed hilarious. Then I started laughing, and he ran away. So lame. And he told on me, underlined, exactly what I needed. Apparently he told Miss Tan that he saw somebody watching us too. I said I didn't see anything. Squiggly line, new entry. Dad, guess I shouldn't be surprised that nobody else is willing to talk in the forest with me. At least Tank keeps me company, and you, in a way. Then there's a very elaborate drawing of a man in the woods with a very hairy dog that kind of looks like a golden retriever, so we were all three wrong. Okay. I'm going to make a note of that. I think there's two more entries. Oh, there's 2 pages left. Dad, new entry, new page. Dad, can I see that pin, please?
Finish reading.
Keep reading,
I
and then we
would
can
love
do the
to,
pin.
but there are gaps. Dad, 2 lines empty. Got to find out more about the forest. Mom can't know. She'll just do that deep, guilt-inducting sigh thing and send me to my room like she always does. There's a bunch of stuff in town that I can look into, but I think I know exactly where to start. Squiggly line. Dad, 2 blank lines. I can't believe how much stuff there is to go through down there, all crammed into those shelves you built when you renovated the place heading back tonight. 100% hanging out in the basement of the History Museum. Half a squiggly line. New entry. Dad, everyone leaves me alone down here. I can do whatever I want, even if I don't want to do anything at all. Not a bad place to spend the weekend, especially if I stop 2 doors down to grab something to eat first. The 2 doors down.
Wait, hang on.
20?
2 doors down. This one right here is the, nope, hang on.
1 or 20?
The bakery is 18. That's 2. Andy's Cafe. 2 doors down.
There's a cafe and a diner?
Guess so.
Okay.
Eat first, or if I can get Hank to make me a sandwich. Almost half a page of empty lines.
Hey, Tech.
New entry, Dad. Nobody else knows I come here. It's always just business as usual upstairs. Not that they're ever busy. I take my time walking here through the woods and walking back. Walking here through the woods and walking back.
That's why you didn't see him, because he came in through the back.
Probably. 3 empty lines. Dad, I finally figured out how to talk to him. He's an interesting person, if he's even a person at all. He knows things about you that he shouldn't have any way of knowing. 3 empty lines, new page, 1 empty line, Dad, comma, that's it.
All right, so I'm just saying, I think I was correct in... Oh, no, I wasn't correct because they found he was here. I really think that he walked this way,
No.
but this says otherwise.
Yeah, because he was seen several times. Padre at the cemetery at 3:30. He was walking on the street when Miss Gillard
Yeah, I
saw him
know.
across, and they found the bracelet.
Okay. Well, let's
All right,
let's
bring that to the
Look
middle.
at that damn pen. Okay, so I mean,
let's
like,
just start at the very beginning.
there's also this.
What he taught me in case I forget.
It's a little scramble.
I know
here.
how the cipher is. It's gonna be A B C D E F G H I.
Okay, great. Well, put the thing on there. Great, cool. And then there's...
Yeah, I know the cipher.
Congratulations. There's also 2
Yep.
X's over
Yeah,
there.
there's
We
that,
don't
and then
know-
this with the dots.
We don't know the cipher, so...
Down here in the corner.
No, nothing.
I don't think there's anything over here.
Go over just in case.
I don't think he got.
Up
Ooh,
there.
there is.
Check here, too, because I think there was some here. Nope. Okay, I was wrong.
Bottom of the page.
Hold on, guys.
All right, hang on. We need...
I'm gonna turn off one of these lights.
I feel like we should also just write this out.
That's a very common cipher. We can actually find it online if you want to find it, or we can write it out.
No.
All right, we'll make
Write
2
it out.
tic-tac-toes.
Or do it that way.
Well, no, that's important because later on, it's just going to be the lines like this,
Gotcha.
and that tells us what the letter is.
Well, I think he was just putting the letters
Okay.
first and then doing the tic-tac-toes.
So,
JKL.
Yep. I got ahead of myself.
can you guys see this at all on the...
Those have dots,
Yes, they have
but it's in...
the top, bottom, middle,
I got it. Where's the N?
And
it's
in the bottom.
underneath.
and yeah.
Yeah.
And now there's 2 X's. It's S
yeah,
T
I got
U
it.
V,
I've seen this cipher before as well. I'm just.
and then there's a dot in each one of the corners.
I got it.
I remember this from... we did this...
Can I see it again?
We're gonna cheat just a little. Oh, sorry.
No, we're not gonna cheat at all.
No,
I know what you want to do.
I'm gonna go get the better light.
I know, but why don't you turn that off, turn the other one off, and see if we can, just for like this moment, or if it's a like null and void thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it. The light's too bright.
You can vaguely see it.
And they can see us. Can you guys see us well enough if we keep the lights off for a little bit?
This is just so there's it's A through something up here. A B C D E F,
A
G.
equals Z, B equals Y, C equals X, D equals W, E equals V, F equals U, G. So basically you write,
We're in reverse.
and yeah, you do the alphabet the correct way, and then you write it backwards. Spooky month. I love spooky month.
Fuck off. Derek's brain isn't working.
What do you need? Z Y X W V U T.
Oh, I have it here.
R Q P O N M. LKJIHGFE.
Got it.
Oh, I was doing so well.
I mean, it just matches like this.
Wait, you didn't finish it.
I know, but it matches like you can see it over here. You just flip it.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay, well, you're blocking the camera, so. And they see it about as well as they did with the thing.
Well, but this will make it easier for us to be able to read.
That's true. It's not as fun, though. All right, so
This is page 1.
page 1. I'm just going to read out the thing and then we can decipher it. Okay, capital RG.
Huh?
Okay, capital RG.
Okay.
Just why don't you just write it out and then we can fill it in as we go.
No, I can do it. I can do it while you're saying it.
I hate doing it that way.
It.
Space H
Uh-huh.
L
Okay.
F M W
Sounds.
H X I Z.
Hold on. X,
This is why you just do it.
Z. Okay.
X I Z.
X I Z.
I got it.
A
Crazy.
B W Z W
Okay. Dad.
Y F G
But.
R, which
R,
is I.
which is I.
Mm-hmm.
S L K V
Hi, Bill.
Okay, this is a, was it contraction, is that right? No.
BLF.
BLF,
IV.
and then IV. But it's got the apostrophe, that's it. Hi,
You. What are the last ones?
Bill! IV,
Your.
HGROO.
Hello, PSP.
Still.
LFG,
Out.
GSVIV, There.
Yeah.
probably somewhere is going to be my guess. HLN, RD, SVIV.
R. What?
Is it V or?
Hey, Daph.
It might be a V and not an R.
Yeah.
Is it a V?
Yeah. What is the D? Somewhere. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. All right, page 2. See if we have anything.
Not a whole lot
here.
going on.
Nothing. Oh, we
Ooh,
got something
here we
here.
go.
Ah!
Chills. What is this? Page 3?
Yes.
Ew.
RG.
Got it.
Apostrophe H. Okay. MLG. Don't read forward. AFHG.
What?
AFHG. And then NV.
Are you sure it's an A?
Yeah. But, I mean, maybe a Q? Could it be QFHG?
Yes.
And then NV.
And then dot,
And
dot,
then
dot.
just dot, dot, dot.
V?
NV.
It's not just me. Hate it.
It's not just me.
Apparently he told Miss Tan that he saw somebody watch it. So he saw somebody, said, I didn't see anything, and then he fucking lied.
It's not just me, is what he said.
Yeah.
Ew.
Fucking
How there's
gross,
so
dude.
much to decipher. here. Oh, I hate that.
What is
that?
Let
Got
me see it.
chills.
Let me see it.
Because I don't. Are they on? No, they're on the back. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right, hit me.
All right. Okay. SV.
SV. He.
Is that an F?
Yeah.
Does it look an F to you? FHVW?
W. Used.
GL?
GL.
GL.
Used to. Okay.
HGZB? H?
Yeah. S.
G?
T.
Stay.
G?
Nope.
Z?
Yeah.
B?
Okay.
Uzi? UZI?
Something. A. Something.
Use the I.
Yeah.
U Z I F A R.
Far.
Used to stay far.
Away.
Z.
I'm getting lost.
And that's why I said that you should
Z?
have written it down. ZD ZB.
Away.
Away. Yeah.
Is that a
Maybe? No.
dot or...
I think it's maybe just a mess up. I don't think it's actually. Maybe R? I don't know.
RM maybe? Definitely M.
R M R N.
M.
Yeah.
Okay, N.
Stay away.
Is RI
He used to stay away. He used to stay far away in.
N? Okay, so that is an R.
G. SV.
The.
Z. G.
G. S.
S.
V.
V.
GI. VV. OR.
Okay, hold on. G. R.
I.
G I. Okay.
VV.
Okay. Trees.
Why don't you just write them down as you see them? You're helpful. GVVORMV.
And that's still one word.
Tree line. Okay.
It's your legs. Jesus Christ! I was like, what is on my leg? It's your hairy legs. YFG.
Links! Get out of the way!
Okay. There's a comma there.
No.
OZGVOB. OZ. GV.
Okay.
SV apostrophe H.
S.
V.
Okay.
Apostrophe H.
Go back to the. Where are you at?
OZGVOB.
Okay.
What do we have right now?
I
so
missed
far?
the OB.
Yeah, because you said okay. I thought you had it.
Okay.
Yeah, what do we have so far?
He used to stay far away in the tree line, but lately he's.
Okay. Y.
Mhm.
V.
Mhm.
V. M.
Been.
T. V.
Getting.
GGRMT.
Okay.
Okay. ZONLHG.
A lot.
That's
Huh?
not enough letters.
Say it.
ZONNLHG.
Almost. Sorry.
Write the letters down as you figure it out.
Okay.
So you don't have to put it together like that.
XOLHV.
Hey, Laura!
All together.
Closer.
VMLFTS.
V. N. L.
VML. VML.
Enough.
FTS. VLI.
You sure?
Yes.
That says EOR. Eeyore.
Okay. ULI.
Could be 4. Yep.
NV.
Yep.
GL.
2.
NZV. Oh, sorry. NZPV.
N Z
P
P. Okay.
V. LFG.
Yep.
SRH. Wow.
Okay.
VZXV.
Z X. VZX what?
V.
Are you sure?
Maybe UZXV?
UZXV?
U Z. Yes.
Okay, because it's definitely ZXV.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah, so what's that say?
He used to stay far away in the tree line, but lately he's been getting almost close enough for me to touch his for me to make out his face.
Ew.
Okay.
All right, next one.
I need to hold it for this.
Do you want me to hold it for a while and you can say it? Okay. R. R is I, isn't it?
Yes.
OLLKVW. We've got a whole paragraph over here.
It's gonna take a while.
Sorry, say that again. OLLK.
KVW. We can always switch jobs too.
KVW.
W.
Yes. Okay.
ZILFMW. I'm telling you, this thing writes in this.
Hmm?
This pen.
No, it doesn't. Oh, did you just put ink in your fingers?
I don't know, but it's on here. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. That's exciting.
Okay, Megan, I looped around.
Oh, okay. I looped around. YZXP? Maybe?
Okay.
Ew, I don't like what my fingernails look like underneath this. Ugh. GSV?
Okay.
ULIVHG? We've had some of these before. LIVHG.
VHG.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
U. Where am I at? I've
Okay.
lost my spot. L
Yeah.
I V H G.
Okay. I misheard you.
ZMW and am I right on that?
Yep.
HMFXP
H.
M as in man.
Uh-huh.
F XP
Okay.
RMGL
Okay.
GSV. I've had GSV many times. Is that
It's
the?
Yeah.
YZ HV
Back.
NVMG. It's all one word.
In.
YZ HV
Okay.
NVMG.
In.
N as in no, V, M as in man, G
As in
as in G.
G.
Get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I have right now because I don't think it's right.
Okay.
I looped around back the forest and snuck into the basement.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I looped around back the forest.
I looped around back.
No.
No, you're missing a
word.
word.
Okay.
Between back and the
Okay.
I looped around
back
the forest. G
behind.
S I L
Hold on. G
S
S
I
I
L F T S
G H.
S
No, sorry. G S.
S I
Yeah.
L.
Okay, I got it. Through.
Okay. All right. So what does it say now?
I looped around back through the forest and snuck in the basement.
Okay. This is basement, right? Y Z H V.
Yeah.
G. Oh. Okay. We already have this. It's the one that we just figured out.
Through.
Through. Yeah.
A.
Z. What?
It is Z. I'm
Okay,
telling
well
you
then
the
say-
answer. The
say
answer is
Z.
A. Well, it's just easier if I tell you what the answer
But
is.
my brain is working with the opposites.
Y Z X P.
Okay.
D R M W L D. So D R M as in man, W
Window.
L D. H L
Okay.
G S Z G
G S Z.
G.
What is G? Is G E?
G is T. So that.
That. R G
It.
D. Okay, so I'm going to read off all the letters to let you know how many there are, and then we'll slow down.
Okay.
D L F O W M apostrophe G. So it's D L.
Wait,
F.
wait.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
F O W M.
Wouldn't.
Okay. T V G. And no.
T V
This
G.
is T. G is T.
Get.
Get. Y Z X P.
Y Z X P. Back.
Yep, we've had that. G L
2.
N L N.
Mom.
Okay. All right. So this is a long ass one.
That was it.
That was it of that one. So
what
read
does
that.
say?
I looped around back through the forest and snuck into the basement through a back window so that I wouldn't get back to Mom.
All right. So he is sneaking in here through the back.
Yep. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick.
Ooh, will you bring me another Sprite?
Yeah.
Is this page 5?
This is page 5. Yeah.
Derek, do you want a drink?
No, I'm okay.
1, 2,
What if it's blood?
4, 5. Blood. All right. This is the really long one, so I suggest writing out the entire thing instead of doing what you were doing.
It's not going to make a difference.
Do you want to switch?
Nope.
Because I'm really good at this
No,
part.
I like this a lot.
Okay. All right. Hello, folks. If you are just joining us, hi, we're Board Game House. We are playing 200 Killers, Blair Witch pack. We're very excited. I'm very excited. We are currently going through and doing some code work right now, which probably isn't the most interesting thing to watch, But that's why we're all dark and spooky right now. Also, it's really cool because you can see our lightning back here.
Paragraph.
Which is super fun.
Thank you.
Do you want me to just use this?
No.
Okay. Alright, so I know it's going to be dad is the first thing, but it's WZW.
Okay.
Alright, ready? It's going to be a lot. There are some big ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, first word, ULFMW. ULFMW.
Or it could be a V. It's a V.
Well, it could be a V.
It is a V.
Okay.
No, it is a W.
No, I meant the first letter could be a U or
The
a
word
V.
is found.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Big word. So I'm going to read them all off, and then
Okay.
HLNVGSRMT. So HLNVGSRMT.
Okay, hold on. Something.
Yep.
LU.
U.
U.
Okay. Of.
BLFIH. Bluf.
Yours.
DSROV.
D. S. R. O. What?
V. Is that a D? That's a D, right?
Where?
Right here.
D.
S.
R
R
O
O.
V.
That could be a W.
No, there's no.
Well, right now it spells out Whilf.
What if it was a W
What if it was a W? Then it would say, where is the W?
at the very end?
DK.
Willed. It's not a word. Dad, found something of yours willed.
That's.
It
That's
looks like
definitely a
D, S.
DSROV.
D is W.
S.
S
S is H.
R
R is I.
O.
O is L.
W. It's. Maybe it's will. Wow. That's being
While?
E. What's
E is V.
V. That's what I said. DSROV. What did you think I said?
D.
No, V as in void.
I don't know what I thought.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, we got it. R, which is I. It's capitalized.
Mhm.
DZH.
Was.
Okay. Large word.
Mm-hmm.
DZOPRMT. So DZ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm using this. It's helping me like
P?
stay where I am. PRMT.
Walking. But Derek, you have to put the letter that you need to put, not the letter that Megan's in.
All right, another one.
Uh-huh.
GSILFTS. GS.
G. S.
IL.
I. L.
FT.
Through.
S. Okay. It looks like, I glanced at it, it looks like gas lights.
That's what's happening right now.
GSV. We've had that one so many
GS.
times.
The.
Okay. ULIVHG. UL.
forest? Maybe.
Maybe.
UL.
I.
Forest.
Yeah. I guess it's right here too. LM.
On.
NB.
My.
DZB.
Way.
GL. 2.
Yep.
GSV.
The.
YZHVN. VMG? Might be RMG. But is that a... Bring that closer.
Start over.
Y.
Mm-hmm.
Z.
Mm-hmm.
H.
Mm-hmm.
V.
Mm-hmm.
N.
Got it. Basement.
Okay. Can you... Is it a V or an R?
Which letter?
In the third from the end.
E. It's a V.
It's a V. Okay. I couldn't tell. Period. R capitalized. So I.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh God. ZONLHG. ZONLHG.
Sorry. Z.
Z
Is
O
O.
N as in Nancy.
Uh-huh.
L
Almost.
G. Okay. H G V K K V W. So H G
Yep.
V K K V W.
Stepped
L M
on
R G,
it.
comma.
Okay.
GTV. That's how I got banned from Chuck E. Cheese. What are we on? The comma?
Yeah.
Okay. RG. It's another it.
Okay.
DZH.
DZH was.
IRTSG. IRT.
Hold on. IR right
LM.
on
GSV.
the
KZGS.
K Z
This one's going faster.
G path. Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Capital Z UGVI. Zugvi. That should be a name for a character in D&D.
Megan.
Zugvi. What? Z U G V I.
after
Capital R.
I
IVZW.
V Z W.
RG.
It.
Comma. Capital R.
Okay.
OLLPVW. OLLPVW.
Okay.
FK.
F K
ZMW.
Z M. Yep.
ZV. Sorry, that is not right. SV.
Ugh, okay. I don't like this.
DZH.
Oh God. Yeah.
IRTSG.
No!
GSVIV. Don't read it yet. Don't read it yet. Period.
Oh.
Capital YVULIV.
What?
Y
Yeah.
V U L
Before.
I V. Capital R.
Mm-hmm.
XLFOW. XLFOW.
Yep.
HZB.
Yeah.
This is my favorite day. LIWL.
Wait, hold on.
LIWL.
Uh-huh. This is one word?
Separate.
Okay.
2 words.
Okay.
Okay, long one, so we'll read all of them.
Starts
and
with a
then
Z.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
ZMBGSTRMT.
Yep.
Okay, comma, period, comma. SV.
Oh God.
QFHG. I'm really excited to hear what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
HNROVW. HNROVW.
Megan. R. Oh God.
There's a whole nother, like, sentence after this. ZMW.
Yeah, go ahead. No, do it.
DZOPVW.
D.
DZOPVW.
Oh. Yeah. AZ.
What?
Is it ZD?
ZB.
Yeah.
All right. And then there is a line and another 2 sentences.
Okay.
Well, if you lines, it could be one sentence.
No, it's 2 sentences. There's a
Okay.
period here. Oh, no, that's a comma there. Sorry. 1 sentence. Capital R. SZEV.
S.
Z. E. V.
Yep.
ML.
Uh-huh.
RWVZ.
Uh-huh.
SLD.
Uh-huh.
SV.
Uh-huh.
ULFMW. UL.
Uh-huh.
BLFI.
B. L.
FI.
F.
Derek's reactions are
Wait, say that
golden.
word again.
BLFI.
No.
What do you mean no?
That spells WOUR.
The letter B is in boy.
Uh-huh.
L is in left.
Yeah, okay. I thought you said D. Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Next.
Steven.
Oh.
MLGV.
M.
M as in man.
Yeah. G. Uh-huh.
Then a comma, I think. LI.
Uh-huh.
SLD.
Okay.
SV.
Uh-huh.
PMVD. I don't know why, but VD together just always makes me giggle. 'Cause
Vernacular disease.
Vernacular?
Venereal.
Vernacular disease
I'm
is-
doing vernacular.
is very different than venereal
Okay,
disease.
okay, yeah.
Z. Oh, sorry, hang on. PMVD. GL.
Good luck. Have fun.
Okay.
TREV.
T.
R.
R.
E. V as in void.
Uh-huh.
Okay. RG.
Uh-huh.
GL.
Uh-huh.
NV.
In.
N as in Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
Possible comma? I don't know.
Period.
Nope. Possible comma.
Okay.
YFG.
Yep.
R apostrophe N.
Uh-huh.
TOZW.
T. O.
Z.
W. Okay.
SV.
And the last word is dad.
Yep.
Nope, it's did.
WRW.
Yeah,
Oh.
did.
All right. Read us this monstrosity.
Jesus fuck. It says, Dad, found something of yours while I was walking through the forest on my way to the basement. I almost stepped on it. It was right on the path. After I read it, I looked up and he was right there. Before I could say or do anything, he just smiled and walked away. I have no idea how he found your note or how he knew to give it to me, but I'm glad he did.
Where's his note?
Ew.
Yeah, ooh.
Ew.
Yeah, ooh.
I saw something. This is only the first case. I'm like, this is easy. We know where he went. That we have the answer to her what she wanted to know.
Yeah, but I want to know the rest of this shit.
What do you think's in those boxes?
I'm terrified.
What are you talking about? We have the answer to where he went.
Well, we know he was in here.
He went there.
Yeah, but where is he now?
We
But
don't
that's-
know, but that's not
but-
the answer for this.
For this thing, is which
is
building
just
was she?
where was he going?
Oh, sure.
So
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3 more.
I think it might be more than 3 more. All right, next one. R. Okay, another long one.
SZEVM apostrophe G.
So S Z E V
M apostrophe G.
Mhm.
Okay. HVVM
Yep.
is VE
or O.
V is E.
E. Okay.
so that's bin.
Scene.
Scene.
Damn, I got the EEN. All right, I knew as soon as I said it too that it was wrong because H would not be B. SRN.
Mm-hmm.
ZTZRM.
Z. Say it again.
ZTZRM,
Uh-huh.
comma.
Okay.
YFG.
Uh-huh.
Capital R apostrophe EV.
Uh-huh.
U
Yes.
ULFMW.
Found.
Okay. Z A.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that one. UVD.
U.
V. D.
V. Uh-huh.
LGSVI.
L. G. Uh-huh.
MLGVH. M as in man. L
G.
G V
Uh-huh.
H.
Uh-huh.
RM.
Uh-huh.
GSV. Isn't GSV a type of disease as well? I know RSV is. Maybe
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm. Big word.
DLLWH
D. Okay.
RG.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I guess that there was a period there, maybe.
OLIPH
Period after what?
After before I'm
Before
or I whatever
It
I
Got it.
or
Right.
IF if
So after
something
in.
OLIPH.
O.
Actually, it probably
L.
is.
No. O L.
I
PH.
H.
I.
P as in pay. H.
P is in penis.
Okay. That is wrong. From the top.
O.
O.
K.
L.
K.
I.
You sure?
There's another L. there?
No, L. OLL.
K.
P.
Yeah.
H.
That's better.
Okay. ORPV.
O. R. Yep.
SV.
Uh-huh.
ORPVH. Man, the V's and the U's are just like, there's such a small little
OR.
like difference between the two. P as in pay.
Penis.
Oh my God.
It look okay.
VH.
V. H. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Uh-huh.
X.
It's either X or K.
I think it's X.
Okay.
LWVH.
L. X L W
Mm-hmm. VH.
V. H. Okay.
Comma. GLL.
G.
All right, read it.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen him again, but I found a few other notes in the woods. It looks like he likes codes too.
All right.
One last one on this page. And then I don't know what's on the next page, because I don't want to open it because I know what's on there.
Okay. Okay.
SV.
Uh-huh.
Glow. GLOW.
G L O. Okay.
Remember that word because it comes up again.
Yeah. There's actually a couple of these that come up again. NV.
V. Yeah.
DSZG.
S. Z. What was the last one?
G.
Okay.
Remember that one, it also comes up again.
Yeah.
BLFI also comes up again.
B. L.
F.
Yeah, got it.
AZHG also comes up again. OZHG, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
good.
It repeats itself.
Holy shit, it does repeat itself, doesn't it?
Please tell me what the third letter is.
Oh, I was here, right? OZHG.
Okay. D.
DLIWH
Uh-huh.
almost repeats itself because there's this word right here.
Sorry, send me the what was the last letter?
H.
Okay. D again.
Mm-hmm.
VIV.
Hate it. Okay.
Okay. Then a period. All right, and then
It's the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words.
yeah.
Repeated?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, hold on.
Just write it out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then GSLFTSGH. So GS.
Oh, what does it end with? G?
FTSGH.
Wait.
GSLFTSGH.
G S L
FTS
F T
GSGH.
Do we need to go letter by letter on that one?
Oh God.
Do you want me to go letter by
And
letter?
then D V.
VIV. Yep.
Fuck me. Okay,
God.
period.
Yeah,
Is
that's
there
it.
more?
Nope,
No.
not on this page.
Oh God. He told me what your last words were. He told me what your last thoughts were.
Ew! Ew!
Hate it. It's his
Alright.
dad, but if it's his dad, he's being real creepy.
I don't think it's his dad.
Think it's the fucking devil?
Okay, wait, hang on. Chat, look. This whole page.
It's blank.
Blank. It's not blank. It's not blank. I
Ready?
know it's on this page. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, I hate it.
Those words at the top.
Yeah, there are words at the top. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I got chili bumps. All right.
Yeah.
R apostrophe N. Okay, so this alone is cool enough for me to want to, like, do their other ones.
Okay.
TLRMT.
T. Uh-huh.
YZXP.
The anxiety I'm feeling off of Jericho right
I
now.
know.
Okay.
LM. We have a name
Fuck
here.
off.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Capital H ZG. Sorry.
H.
ZG.
C. Yeah.
FIW ZB.
Got it.
Comma.
Uh-huh.
YFG.
Y.
I just want to point out that we haven't even opened this yet. Like, I've opened it, but I haven't read it. YFG.
Hold on.
If you've never seen
Before the capitalized word, what was there?
LM.
I don't know why I wrote that.
If you've never seen Blair Witch, this is a really big thing in the Blair Witch.
Those are the fucking.
They're
twig
usually
dolls.
they're usually twigs wrapped together in this formation.
And hung by trees and things.
You had
The capitalized letter
YF.
YFG.
Okay.
R, capital R.
Is there a period?
No, there was a comma after the name.
Yeah.
YFG.
Uh-huh.
R.
Capital R?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
NRTSG.
N R T. Yep.
MLG.
Uh-huh.
YV. Yeah, YV.
Y. Yeah.
SLN as in Nancy. V.
S L. Yeah.
SoCal, I wouldn't have spoke to you for a week either. That's terrifying. ULI.
Okay.
Z.
Uh-huh.
DSROV.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
SV.
Mm-hmm.
NZWR
V.
or V? It's either a V or an R.
It's a V.
Okay. NV.
Mm-hmm.
Z.
Ugh. U.
No. KILN RHV.
Yeah.
Period.
Ooh, no. Don't like that.
Capital DV apostrophe IV.
D. V. Apostrophe. Yeah. Wait, say it again.
DV apostrophe IV. D is in dog.
Got it.
Okay. Zoo. ZOO.
Uh-huh.
TLRMT.
T.
Just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
GL.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is a long one. GLTVGSVI. GLTV.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
TV. Got it.
GS.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Another long one. ZTZRM.
Wait, just confirming the last letter was an I?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. ZTZRM. Z. T. Z.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. HLLM.
Oh, no.
Period.
Oh, no.
DRHS.
H. Okay.
NV.
Oh, no. O.
OFXP.
God. Yeah.
Okay. That's
That's
it.
Nope. Dad, I'm going back on Saturday, but I might not be home for a while. He made me a promise. We're all going to be together again soon. Wish me luck.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's very not good.
4 twigs, a mom, a dad, and 2 kids.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Ooh, hate that.
Yeah. Witch gonna kill this family.
Why is there different colors?
Anything?
No, just doing the quick ones through just fading pops.
He went back on Saturday. He didn't have time to write anything else. He's been missing since Saturday.
Yeah, we were just seeing if maybe he put something
Well,
at the end.
because here's the thing. We have another cipher here that we've not used.
Yeah, we do have another cipher, so there's notes somewhere.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
that may come back. That may come back in a different
Oh,
section.
that's absolutely going to come back in a different section.
Oh,
Well,
God.
let me do this. Let's look through this real quick with this to see if there's anything.
I don't see anything.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, you did crazy stuff.
There's.
Oh, shit, there's all kinds of stuff.
Oh, God.
All right. Okay, hang on. We're just going to read the whole thing, and then I will tell you what the things say. A dossier of mysterious deaths and disappearances in Black Hills Forest.
Can you see that without that for right now?
Yeah, I can. By Ed Barrett. It was the winter of 1785, back when the sleepy Maryland town of Burkittsville was still known as Blair.
Mm-hmm.
When a group of local children first told their story, they claimed an old woman who lived at the forest's edge had beckoned them to follow her back to her cottage. Upon luring the children to her home, the woman pricked their fingers with a needle, collecting their blood in bowls made of stone.
No thanks.
In the minds of the townfolk of Blair, there was no clear sign of witchcraft.
What year was this?
1785. Some stories claim that the townsfolk merely ran the old woman out of Blair to live out the rest of her lonely days in the nearby Black Hills Forest. Other stories claim that the citizens of Blair went much further than mere banishment.
Oh, God.
Quotes. The way my grandfather told me the story, the people of Blair pummeled her with rocks. Once their thirst for revenge was sated, some of the men dragged her out into the forest and left her there tied to a tree. That is from Chelsea Traeger Brown, a teacher at the South Woodland Academy. Primary.
Sorry.
Oh, this is the Witch's Wood. It's the Untold Tales magazine. Primary sources are few and far between, but some secondary literature indicates that the accused may have been hanged from one of the oldest trees in Black Hills Forest, an old dead tree whose bark was white like ash.
Fuck off, people.
That's from Anthony Rapino.
Are you joking?
Okay, so his little note here says, crazy stuff. Why'd Aunt never tell me about any of this? So I'm assuming Aunt is Anthony.
Oh, it's not coded?
No, it's not coded.
Was any of it coded?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. Well, then I made this for no reason.
Nearly a year after the execution, during a winter far more bitter and cold than one previous, the residents of Blair woke up to find half the town's children had vanished into the night. Among their number were all those whose parents' accusations had led to the supposed witch's death. But did she die? Can a legend ever truly die? While the story of the Blair Witch stretches back over 200 years, her legacy continues far past the moment of her supposed death and persists to this very day. So we have a quote up here. Unfortunately, a lot of information about the search party has been lost to time. Many of them were workers at a nearby sawmill, which had many names over its long and troubled tenure in the region, but which has since long since burned down, taking hundreds of invaluable records with it. Okay, I think I read that out of order, but the next high-profile sighting of the Blair Witch would occur in 1825, when witnesses claimed to have seen the pale hand of an old woman reach out of the water of a local creek to drag a helpless girl under the surface. The girl was presumed to have drowned, but her body was never recovered. Yet another child was reported missing in 1886. This victim was miraculously recovered from the Black Hills Forest by the second search party sent after her. However, the men who made up the child's first search party were not as fortunate. They were found tied together and stabbed to death on a large rock at the creek's edge. The identity of their killer was never discovered. He has underlined stabbed to death. Why? I don't know. Oh, there's code. There's code. There is code. There is code. I lied. There's
Hell
code.
Yeah.
Ready?
This is page 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
SLD.
Capital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
WLVH.
Okay.
HSV.
H.
SV.
Yeah.
Longer word. WVXVWV.
Sorry. Go ahead.
W V X V, possibly R. W V.
D.
W V X V W V. There's
X. V.
W V.
It's an R.
Okay, I said it could be an R. They're very similar in these.
Yeah.
All right, new word. DSL.
Mm-hmm.
Does DSL still exist?
Yeah.
GL.
Uh-huh.
larger word, XLMGILO. XL, M as in man, GILO.
G.
ILO. Remember when I said that I could just do this? Thank you for not making me do that because my thumb already hurts just from this little one.
Okay.
Question mark. Then capital DSL. GL.
G.
Yeah, it's those we already have these two words.
Uh-huh.
HKZIV.
H.
Something tells me this place doesn't have the best
K.
ZIV. Question mark.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, and it looks like the stabbed to death was have to research more about this. Was what he wrote next to it. What was that say?
It says, how does he decide who to control and who to spare?
Don't like that.
Nope.
The witch seemed to lie dormant for over 60 years after the incident at the Rock. However, tragedy would eventually strike the area once more when an eccentric hermit who made his home in the Black Hills Forest confessed to the kidnapping of 8 children and the murder of 7, claiming that the voice of an old woman had urged him to commit these crimes. Was this man a cold-blooded killer, or could he have truly been compelled to kill by the Blair Witch herself? Oh, here we go. Then, in October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville while shooting a documentary. While their footage was recovered, the students themselves remain missing to this day. Merely 2 years after the students' disappearance, a young boy is believed to have been abducted and taken into the Black Hills Forest. His search party would not emerge unscathed or without grim and mysterious stories of their own to tell. While many locals still insist on the existence of the witch, some believe that a dangerous drifter is responsible for most of these cases. That particular case is closer to home for me than most of the gruesome incidents that haunt this town's history, since I was in high school when it happened. An interesting fact, hikers often found strange carvings on many of the fort's older trees for months after the case was closed. However, sightings of those carvings eventually died down. Isn't that strange? Shouldn't carvings on tree trunks have been more permanent than that? Anthony Rapino, local historian. And then there's one more quote on the back.
In 96, that event, 96.
We got another...
In 96, that event was the game.
The game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got all kinds of stuff. I saw symbols clear as day on the trunk of a big white tree, smack dab in the middle of the forest. Hey, that sounds like the tree that the woman might have possibly been hung from. Looked like wide open eyes and screaming mouths all jumbled together. Hate that. When I tried to show the tree to my wife, I couldn't find my way back to it, even though I hadn't gone more than 10 feet away. I stopped going into the forest altogether pretty soon after that. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched by the carver. Elliot Colson, lifelong Burkittsville resident and former hiking enthusiast. Oh, thank you. All right, you ready?
Oh, there's more.
Yeah.
What page is this?
17, back page. I might have to still use this a little bit. GSV, it's just the directness of this lights it up a little bit better.
Okay.
IFOVH, sorry. IFOVH.
I.
F.
F.
O. V. H.
Okay.
LU. You can keep that over here. It's just some of it I need to. Like this one, I don't necessarily have to, except to check and make that's a V or an R. I think it's a V. IV. ZORGB.
Sorry. IV.
ZORGB.
Mm-hmm.
WLM apostrophe G.
Mm-hmm. H.
No.
Looks like a Z, maybe?
Z.
Mm-hmm.
KKOB. KKOB for sure. It's just the first letter that I'm having trouble figuring out.
Yep.
Okay. Period. GSV.
Mm-hmm.
KZHG.
K G K G S.
KZHG.
Okay.
RH.
R. Uh huh.
ZOR.
Z O
Possibly another Z. V.
R.
Blank V.
Sorry. Z O R
Blank V.
blank V.
There's a letter there and I don't know what it is. It might be a Z. V for sure at the end.
It's an E.
It's an E.
Yeah.
Okay.
LFG.
L F G. Yeah.
GSVIV.
G. Sorry. Start over G.
GSVIV. Period.
Okay.
Capital RG apostrophe H.
I. G apostrophe H.
MLG.
M L G.
Maybe.
Uh huh.
XIZAB.
I Z X I Z.
AB? Definitely B at the end.
Yep.
Okay. GL
Yeah.
SLKV. And that's it.
S.
Well, we've got this down here. I want to say that is.
Okay.
All right. So
what
read
does
that.
say?
It says, the rules of reality don't apply. The past is alive out there. It's not crazy to hope.
Okay. While uncertainty clouds the region's present and mystery haunts its past, one thing is and always has been certain. The Black Hills Forest is a region afflicted by trauma of those who have vanished there, and perhaps by the creatures who took them as well. All right, it says where to find out more. I guess and we have another.
Where to find them out? It says I guess.
Okay, so it's Y, Z, H, V, H, V.
Wait. H. Y Z
H, V,
H V.
H, V,
Uh-huh.
M, as in man, G, apostrophe H.
If that doesn't make sense, it may be an N in that middle there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So HVNV, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it says still my best bet. So what's that word?
Basement.
Basement's still my best bet.
Okay.
All right.
Titties. That is
Ooh, look at that. We're lagging.
scary.
It's probably because of the
I
lack
think
of light.
Yeah, either that or because we've got another website up.
No, it's because it's the lack of light.
All right.
Because there's literally nothing going on that screen.
Okay. That's the first session
Well,
done.
we
Let's
haven't-
find out the answers.
Well, let's make sure we've gone through everything real quick.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to read it?
I'm just making sure.
No, there's nothing on this. This is a part of it. All right. So we have the letter from Rosemary, which we read.
Yeah.
We went through the map of Burkittsville, which we've marked on.
Yes.
We have gone through Liam's notebook.
Uh-huh.
We have read the magazine spread.
Yeah.
We read the newspaper article.
Uh-huh.
We read the behavioral record.
Yeah.
We did the interview transcripts. We went through the missing persons report.
Yep.
We have the pin and we have the bracelet.
Yeah.
All right. So we are all very confident in the fact that he was going
The history museum.
to the Burkittsville History Museum.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get this to actually do. Let's see. Hold on.
Hey!
All right.
So we have our password in.
No, you don't.
No, we don't.
Hold on.
Just kidding.
I must have mistyped it. Hold on. I have it right here. It's on her letter.
Yeah, it's this. With a capital B.
Yeah, I just maybe spelled it.
2 T's.
Okay.
Why did you put the extra thing there?
Because it is.
No.
Let me do it.
I tried it all 3 ways, with and without it. Because if you look at it, the period is bolded as well.
Hello? Got it.
He's got greasy old hair. But a strong neck and jawline.
All right. Well, there's more stuff here. My name is Rosemary Kent. I'm a resident of Burkittsville, Maryland, and I'm currently in the middle of a personal investigation into the disappearance of my son, Liam. If you have any information pertaining to his case, you can use this website to contact me directly. I'm usually very quick to respond to credible evidence. All right. Wednesday. I just gathered up Liam's possessions from his desk and sent them away along with reports from the sheriff's office. Up until about an hour ago, barely anything in that room had been touched for more than 4 months. Sheriff Wes Lanning, in all his wisdom and authority, barely looked through it, and I've wanted to keep it just how Liam would remember it so that he can slot back into his life once he comes back. Like none of this ever happened at all. Seeing that desk blank damn near broke my heart all over again, but it's all in service of the greater good. I finally found someone who can help me, and I'm sending them enough evidence to hopefully move this case forward. I'm planning on giving them access to this site too, so if you're reading this, hello, detective. Hey, that's us. Feel free to read through all of my previous posts if you want to get a better idea of everything I've been through already. We've got a long path ahead of us, but I truly believe that by the end of this, you're going to have led me right into my son's arms.
Yeah, dead.
Oh, that's a lot.
There's not that much, actually.
Okay. Thursday, 11/24. Turns out that an empty inbox is almost as bad as an inbox full of nonsense. On the plus side, after many frustrating conversations, I finally convinced the sheriff's office to release some of their official documentation to me. Not that there's much, but it's more than I had yesterday, and it's important to keep that in mind. Getting HUD's bracelet back this way was a bittersweet experience, to say the least. Look, there. We figured out how the bracelet got to us.
We already knew how the
We already know. We figured it out earlier.
I know. I don't remember that part, but, you know.
It was from the interview with the lady that found it.
Yeah, but you were like, how is it in our possession? Because it should still be locked up in... Remember? We went through this whole thing. Shame on each and every person who still, 3 months out, writes to me talking about witches and their minions and whatever else it is you believe in. I drink the same water as each and every one of you, so I know that whatever that is making people so gullible and insensitive lately is personal and not environmental.
Fuck off. It's witches.
I'll be password protecting this website until further notice. Crowdsourcing for clues is clearly working just as well as leaning on Sheriff Lanning did. Looks like I'll have to take another approach. Sometimes I think that Tristan is too young to understand much of what's happening, but then he'll ask questions that break my heart. It's not like when HUD passed away. He was only 5 years old back then. I remember the day HUD put one of Tristan's first toys in that time capsule he kept out in the forest, after Tristan lost interest in it. It looked like a baby bird in its own nest of newspaper clippings and high school love notes. I remember the day we scattered HUD's ashes around that very same stump. Seeing Tristan look so lost. He's grown so much so fast since then. I wish that my parents were still around to see it, or that my sister lived on the same side of the country. We don't usually get what we wish for, though, do we?
So Tristan's 10 now.
Made yet another visit to the sheriff's office. I was in the waiting room for almost half an hour before being told some empty platitudes about patience and shown the door. When Liam first went missing, there were search parties every day, then 3 times a week, then 2. I'd like to think the handful of you are still coming out with me and Tank every Sunday to spend all morning trekking through the woods. I'd also like to thank all of the folks who stopping by the diner just to drop a kind word and tip too much on a cup of coffee and a slice of pie. It means a lot. His 16th birthday is still a ways off, but all I can think about is what I'm going to do for it if I still haven't found him by then. HUD's birthdays are already bad enough. Every time I look at a calendar, I feel like I'm staring at a graveyard. All those empty boxes lined up in a row. I spent this weekend driving through 5 counties, plastering missing flyers up at every post office, town hall, library, and busy intersection I could find. Anthony was good enough to watch Tristan and feed Tank. Checked on a few of the older flyers around town, too. Replaced the ones that were faded. Oh, my heart breaks for her.
She's fictitious, but go ahead.
Okay, listen, I cry at books. Shut up. To whoever left that nice card out on my doorstep, thank you very much for thinking of me. I'd bring it up to you in person, but you forgot to sign it.
Ugh.
I'd like to remind everyone that I set up the tip line as a place for concrete information. I understand that your condolences are well-intentioned, I really do, but they're very much premature. Liam's case is still open. And to the people who've been writing to me about or even alluding to the witch, grow up and get some manners. Even as a
She's not going to be happy about what
No,
we
she's
put in
not.
this inbox.
Even as a kid, I never understood why some people in this town were so committed to believing in such an obvious hoax. We might live in the middle of nowhere out here, but we still live in the real world, and there's no more important time to remember that than a difficult period like this one. I heard a lot of things when my son Liam went missing 2 months ago. At first, I was told that I was overreacting. Typical teenage behavior. He stayed out late, he'll be back in no time. Then I was told to trust the Burkittsville Sheriff's Office to bring my boy home. Now I'm being told that it's time to stop waiting by the phone all night, to get myself into counseling and resign myself to the fact that troubled teenagers run away all the time, that I may never get any real answers. Well, everyone in this town was wrong when they told me not to worry, and they were wrong when they told me to trust the sheriff. It seems only natural then they'd be wrong about when it's time to give up. I've put enough trust in the hands of people who've proven themselves incompetent and uncommitted, and I'm not going to make that mistake any longer. That's why I'm putting this page up. This site will serve as a way for me to keep track of everything that's going on surrounding Liam's disappearance. It will also be a way for me to communicate with anyone who might be able to help me. If you have any information as to Liam's whereabouts at all, please use the tip line on this site to contact me.
Shall we? Yeah.
Yeah. Good
We have
fences?
good fences? I don't understand what that. It says good fences.
Click it.
Click it.
Says, Kent family curse. Have you heard about what happened to the Kent boy, poor Rosemary? It's a damn shame. First she loses her husband in that terrible accident, and now her son too. And didn't something just like this happen to her sister Jess right before she moved out west? Makes me wonder who will be next. Why is this the first we're hearing about this? You noticed how it's been awfully foggy lately? You notice how it gets darker sooner than usual? You notice those weird masks and symbols about town? Marks? Sorry.
Okay.
If you ask me, it's the witch. Certainly got me and my children in a fright. I'm keeping each of them close from now on. That's just an old wives' tale, if you ask me. It was the creepy historian, probably trying to reenact a killing from one of those dusty old books. It's always the quiet ones, mark my words. I agree with Diane. Witches? Ha! Have you asked the priest about the boy? He always gives me a bad feeling. That's fucking... no. You stop that! Father Hobart has been nothing but good to this community, and Anthony was always supported me and my family when we needed it most, which is more than I can say for some people. Nasty people. You all know the woods are cursed, right? The witch lures folks into the woods. Karen might be onto something. If I were Rosemary, I'd take note. I'd say go find the boy now before something else does. There's something wicked about those woods. My cousin's roommate once spent a day there and came back with a bushel of grays in his bright red hair and a scar he didn't remember getting. He also swears that he walked in at the crack of dawn, hiked for hours and hours, and that when he came out, the sun hadn't moved an inch in the sky. That's weird. I hike in the Black Hills Forest every Sunday morning, and I've never seen any witch. I've never seen anything weird or scary. I can't speak on whether it's a witch or not, but there is a pattern here that shouldn't be ignored. There's something out there that's been going on since before any of us were even born, and that's going to be out there long after we're all gone. I'd appreciate it if you all kept your comments to yourselves. Believe it or not, you have no obligation to gossip, even you, Anthony. Anyone consider Liam just ran away? He's a teenager. When he realizes he can't do much without his family, he'll be back.
Hey, we know Clementine. She was one of the ones that we talked to.
I guess good fence is like
The neighborhood
Reddit.
Facebook, yeah.
Oh no, there actually is like a neighborhood.
There is a neighborhood. We keep getting invited to ours. There is a neighborhood thing, and I say no. Photos.
Got an
One
image
photo.
here.
Oh, it's his. Okay, so he's 15.
Yeah, we knew that.
Hi, Truth.
Scroll back down. Last seen wearing.
We have all that information.
I'm just making sure. Okay.
We could download these?
Yeah.
We could print them out.
Print them out and just hang them up back here. We'll print them out and put them on the board.
It'll be like fucking Chicago PD, and
Yes.
we're gonna get a full chalkboard, and that'll flips over that we can get strings and do.
Yes. Or the
Alright.
clear one that's on.
Are we ready for the
what is
tip
it?
line?
Is it-
CSI Miami?
No. Shit. The clear one. Is it Criminal Minds that they had the clear one?
House had a clear one.
Yeah, something like that.
How's that a marker board?
All right. Tip line. Oh.
Please provide your email address.
Hey, don't look at our email.
Our email's on our stuff.
I didn't know if you were gonna put in our email or like somebody's like
No,
one
I'm
of our
gonna put in
personal
the
emails.
VGH
Okay.
email.
The longest email known to man.
If you're a game company and you want to work with us, please email us at boardgamehouseontwitch@gmail.com.
Position. I know that it's 10 o'clock, but I really want to do another one. All right.
New message.
Are we writing an email?
Apparently.
Okay, here we go. The subject line should read.
Well, that says content. I mean,
Yeah, type in the name of the building Liam was heading toward right before he disappeared.
Okay.
Just type it full paragraph. We wanna treat it right. Type what I say.
No, it says to type in.
Type in the name.
That's.
What would you like to say?
I would like to say, after going through all the evidence sent and digging deeper into the situation, it appears, based on what we have, that your son was entering the basement of the History Museum, unawares of anyone. That chair freaked me out. And has been hanging out somewhere between the basement and where his father passed.
No condolences? Not a first.
She doesn't want that shit.
First, my condolences.
No,
for
she doesn't want that
your-
shit. She asked us to look into it.
All right. The answer is the Burkittsville History Museum.
What are you? You're not gonna type out
No.
How do
Why?
you spell Burkittsville?
ITTSVILLE.
What?
History. Because it doesn't tell us to do
Yeah,
that.
but what if she's?
Baseball museum?
What if this is
History
real?
Museum.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
MUSEUM.
You know what? To make sure that there's nothing else.
There's nothing else I can do.
So we're just willy-nilly, no context.
Yes, it's a tip line.
She wanted to know.
Yeah, but
I'm not putting in a paragraph and it being like,
Hang on.
you're wrong because we put in a paragraph.
Finding that place is our best shot at discovering evidence that nobody else ever looked at. As soon as you figured it out, contact me at Kincaid, who's a special person to keep tabs in the case of password. You should see a link to my tip line. Just type the name of the place Liam was headed. I'll be sure to respond as soon as possible. All right.
All right, we're pushing send.
we're sure that she didn't want.
Wow.
Oh,
she is
she
attentive.
is speedy. Also, it's the actual time, which is fucking creepy. Oh!
Ew!
Oh! Oh! Wait, we gotta make sure that they can hear this.
I gotta make sure that I can hear it.
All right, hold on.
Pause the music. Pause the music.
Pausing music. We need to hear her voice. I'm going to turn this up some so you guys can hear. All right, ready? If you guys can't hear it, I'll play it again.
Liam was hanging out in the basement of the History Museum. I mean, why? What could have been down there? I'm heading over to take a look right now. It's right down the street from the diner. Could Sheriff Lanning really have missed something so close to his office? weird. The building's unlocked, but he's not here. Maybe he's in the basement. The door's right behind his desk. I'm just going to check. It's not locked or anything. Anthony? Are you there? If you're down there, I'm coming down now.
Still 2 minutes.
Jesus, why is it so cold down here?
Oh, God.
Okay, there is no way the sheriff searched this. There's way too much stuff crammed in here. I'm gonna be here all night. But I guess the cold air will keep me sharp. Wait. There's a window open back there. That must be where the draft is coming from.
That's where your son was getting in.
God, who would leave this open? Wait. This is Liam's handwriting. Liam's been here.
What does he have?
Oh my God. This is his pencil case, and there are all kinds of notes. Hold on. What are these?
Oh, God.
I'm not sure how to describe what I'm seeing to you, but Liam's notes are covered in all kinds of strange markings. And this one is... Oh my God. This handwriting is... This is Hud's.
Yeah.
Hud wrote one of these notes. Years ago, it looks like. Before the accident. You need to see this. I'm going to try to find some more evidence, and then I'll send everything over to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've just gotten me closer to my son than I have been in months.
Okay, so nothing bad happened to her.
Well, that's good. When we were putting this together, it talks about how the old lady had a house on the edge of the thing, and that she would lead them back to her other cottage.
Mm. Yes.
Museum. I didn't put two and two together.
Yes, Megan.
Shut up. I want to keep playing.
So, Friday... No, today is Monday. Wednesday, we're going to be playing Sovereignty, a bunch of small games that are spook-themed. Friday, we are playing Betrayal at House on the Hill. Monday, Curse of Strahd. And then Wednesday, back here, jumping into Hunt a Killer.
Oh my God, could you imagine getting this on like a monthly subscription basis?
I have to wait a month.
Oh my God!
Unless we want to do this on Friday and just do this until we're done and then play spooky games.
Well, I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna upload this to YouTube anyways, because I feel like this is gonna be a good series just to have up there.
Okay. What does that have to do with when we're doing this next?
Nothing.
Okay. I have not finalized the schedule, so maybe we jump back into Hunt a Killer on Friday after Sovereignty, do Curse of Strahd on Monday, Hunt a Killer again on Wednesday, and then again on Friday, and then we'll probably be done.
Well, not if we have to decipher 3 pages of notes again.
Well, we have 4 boxes left. I mean, if we do it on Friday, we can go a little bit longer because it's a Friday.
Yeah, we could probably do 2 on Friday.
And especially if we start,
And then Wednesday and Friday again.
All right, so if you have had any questions about getting in on the Hunt a Killer series, do it. Because I'm sold. I'm hooked. I know that there are other things that I'm going to be getting in this, and there's also a second season of Blair Witch.
That has a Mothman plush.
Yes.
But okay, so Hunt a Killer in general is a company. So they do have a monthly box, but they also have I think 3 or 4 actual themed.
Burkittsville.
They have even more.
So they have a bunch of actual themed ones like Blair Witch, where you buy them all as a set and play through them at your will on your own time. But you can also do the monthly.
This house is like just from here.
Oh yeah, it's right up the road.
No, it's tore down.
No, right at the top of your hill.
Well, there's one right at the top of the hill that
Oh.
looks nearly like this too, but the other one was torn down.
The one that was out on Loudon Heights.
When did they tear that one down?
They tore them all down, and they're putting in like really bad.
There's another one still standing back there though.
Oh.
The same type. What we're talking about is this type of building.
That's the museum.
The witch's house.
Yeah, so Wednesday, jump in with us. You can play the games with us after we learn how to play from the creator or publisher or some such. But yeah,
Yes to all the above.
Sovereignty on Wednesday with a bunch of small games. And then, Megan's probably not going to be able to hold in her shit until we do this again. So I'm going to say probably Friday we hit this, hit it hard. Before Curse of Strahd. One thing I do know, even though the schedule's not going to be finalized for a hot minute because Megan's got extra shit going on, but the last 2 Mondays of the month, back-to-back Curse of Strahd. Yeah, so we wanted to do Curse of Strahd on actual Halloween. So the way the schedule worked out ends up Curse of Strahd on Monday, like the 26th
Have you
or
talked
something.
about that with everybody?
We mentioned it. I'm going to.
Okay, double check because I don't know if Taylor put that down on her conflict sheet.
Okay.
Generally, they wouldn't have rehearsal on Halloween.
Well.
And also, we talked about it before. But yes, right now the plan is to do Curse of Strahd back-to-back Mondays so that we are all doing it on Halloween, and that should be a fun stream.
We're dressing up, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
As our characters.
Bearded Blood Daddy.
Oh, well, I don't know how that's going to go. I'll have to get a pink.
You have plenty of time to dye your hair.
Just dye my hair pink. It's fine.
So yes, Spoop Month is best month. We're going to be leaving the decorations and the lightning going all month.
We won't be doing this, though, because this is going to give me a migraine.
Yes, this is bad.
Well, if we need the light, we'll have to do that. But.
Yes.
Yeah, so Hunt a Killer, Blair Witch, we're hooked.
Steven's going to be an allergy hazard.
I have an idea of how I want to do it, but we'll see if it works. So, we're going to raid.
Who are we raiding?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
We're going to raid. We'll raid our friend Time Roller. Looks like they're just getting ready to start. Get that set up real quick.
And before Friday, DK, you gotta watch Blair Witch Project. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I recommend everyone watch it so that we are fully up to date on Blair Witch. Stop, Steven, stop that. It's gonna
That's
be
DK.
This is gonna be on YouTube.
So what?
I'm gonna have to put a special thing on here. It might not get monetized. But yeah, go watch Blair Witch Project. Let me figure out where it's streaming.
While he does that, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to play the next one. So, be safe. Take care of yourself this week. And we'll see you guys.
Blair Witch is available on... There's no way it's available on all these services. Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock, Amazon Prime, Paramount Plus?
For streaming?
There's no way it's on all of these things.
Yes, Derek goes through every single
It was on Netflix for a hot minute.
I got it. Your policies are up to date.
What are you on?
Hulu. It is on Hulu, confirmed.
You said it was on Amazon? I'll check Amazon.
Okay.
I got Netflix.
It is on HBO Max, confirmed. So it looks like this list is legit. If you have a streaming service, it is there, unless that streaming service is Disney Plus.
Or Netflix. It's not on Netflix either.
Blair Witch, it is on
Amazon Prime for free.
It's on Amazon Prime for free.
Yep. So Hulu, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime. You can watch Blair Witch Project wherever you want. There is a new Blair Witch. Don't watch that one. It is not part of this. Blair Witch 1999 is what we're talking about.
It should look like a lady from here up. It's an actual shot from the movie.
Also, if it's your first time, maybe watch it during the day.
If you're international, good luck to you.
Get NordVPN.
I have Blair Witch, I think.
Yeah,
I
we
think
have
I
it
bought
on DVD.
Yeah.
We don't have it on DVD.
It's one of my
player.
faves.
Guess we got an Xbox.
We have Xbox and PlayStations.
Okay.
We don't need
I
a
guess that's
DVD
true.
player.
But yeah, I mean, before Friday, I would watch Blair Witch Project. I'm going to. So we'll all be up to date.
I'm gonna hear him scream from my from across the office. Oh my god!
God, I love that movie.
I've seen
It's so
Blair Witch
good.
several times, many times.
Didn't that make you all watch it? Like I find
Oh, they should make a Cloverfield one of these.
I remember specifically watching it here, but I don't remember if you had seen it before, and
I don't
only
think I've ever
Lauren
actually-
hadn't seen it.
I don't think I've ever watched it the whole way through.
What?
You were here that night when we watched it.
Did I fall asleep?
No?
Anyway, while we figure out what Steven is
Party
and is
watch
not
it!
watching,
Watch party. Discord. We'll watch party it.
let's just sort of dedicate a whole stream to watching it.
I don't think we can do that.
Oh,
I think that'll get us
we
taken
can,
down.
but it has to be for subs only, and they have to have Amazon Prime. Like they have to have their Amazon and their Twitch linked,
Well, that's weird.
and then you can do a watch party. But we can just do it in the Discard.
Discard. The discard.
So
Are you a Wisconsin now?
We'll see you on Wednesday.
love you guys. Bye.
Love each other. What happened to peace?
Bye!